And hello, everybody. Happy Saturday.
Hi.
We are Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening, and these beautiful people around me are your heroes for the evening and my best friends. Excuse me. Today we're going to continue across Eberron, but before we do, if I can get an exclamation mark charity in the chat, por favor. We're raising money for Extra Life. It's specifically the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. So if you would, please go click on that link whenever it finds its way into chat and go help some kids. Go open your hearts and wallets to a really great cause. Yeah, thank you for that. Today we are gonna continue our wonderful champagne here, good old across Eberron. You're gonna have to forgive me while I multitask really quickly. But yeah, let's do a recap. Unless anybody else has announcements. Anything good, bad, terrible, wonderful? Okay, great. So last we left off with Across Eberron. Our friends here in Korth for the celebration of saving the city of Ater. I said that weird. It's saving the city of Ater. They have slain a foe of theirs, one Yidril, Koshik's father, as well as Gorham's target of vengeance. He's now slain his undead army, fended off from the city of Ater. They found themselves here in Korth by invitation of the king, to be celebrated, and for their partaking of this protecting of the city of Ater. So they had a large feast. You can tell I'm so good at multitasking. They had a large feast I'll get there eventually. In the name of the heroes of Ater, the king did not specifically call out our friends here of the Shining Vanguard. However, they did end up meeting the king. I had a little bit of a private conversation with him, was invited to stay in the castle itself. And while here in Karnath, Ganwin has found out a couple of things about himself and his lineage, via an old friend of his father's, one Pietro Rudick, and as well as some other mysterious folks who have told him and given him a book of lineages, which he's having verified its authenticity. Has been given to the Meisters of Crownholm here. He's handed this off. Now, they have gone to various institutes and individuals here in Korth so far, trying to sway people onto their side because, let's face it, creating a coup is not an easy thing to do. They spoke to the general of the White Lions, one General Tharum, who said he'd give him 48 hours within the city. They also spoke to the other heroes of Ater, a lot of native Karnathis that are still here in the city for the celebration, who said they would also support his claim. After flying Pietro back last session and saying that we need to make some political maneuvers with the aristocrats in the city and get them on our side, get the money on our side as well to back Gandalwin's claim to the throne. They were making their way through the halls to get them dressed in some traditional, the halls of Crownholm. They are currently in the castle, making their way through when they were met with a force of White Lions led by General Tharum. It has been a bloody battle so far. Lots and lots of issues and things going wrong at this juncture. We're going to find ourselves at the top of the initiative again once more with Gandalwin, but the sort of current state of things right now there are several White Lions still on the board, as well as a couple of mages that they were coupled with, and General Tharum has been made invisible. Koshik, and probably the biggest issue the Shining Vanguard has right now is Koshik is currently suspended in the air via some spell, and the White Lions have been commanded to kill her if the Shining Vanguard does not surrender. At the end of the last round, with the White Lions gone, she has 9 people around who are casting spells up at her as she hovers helplessly in the air and shoving swords in through her armor. Koshik, I will say, before your eyes sort of droop, just the blood loss getting to you, ultimately you see the buckles on your coat start to rise and just sort of a last fuck you before you go unconscious, 5 buckles all shoot out around you at the various folks around you. I would like you to please roll me 5d10. And I will bring us over to our battle map. May need to fix some cameras, so while you roll that 5d10.
I just want to say that as my eyes droop, closed, as I'm about to pass out due to the blood loss or whatever,
Yeah.
And seeing those buckles do that, I am gonna kind of half-lidded side eye over at Gandalwin and just kind of smile. Just, knowing how he felt about Dario and this being like a, a, a remnant of him helping me out again, as he always did.
Protecting you from beyond the planes,
That
wherever he may be.
is 33.
Okay. I would actually, because of the way that item works, I'm so sorry, I should have told you this. So do you still have that 5d10 up currently?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Can you give me them individually? Because those will hit individual creatures.
Okay. 7.
Okay.
6.
Gotcha.
7.
Gotcha.
4.
Okay.
And 9.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. These buckles lash out. You see your friends, so Shining Vanguard, the rest of you see as Kaushik is just pin-cushioned and frosted over from a mage that is in front of her. You see different swords going into her from every different angle, and the coat is just retaliating every which way it can. These buckles are in just a firestorm of buckles around her. And we are going to pick back up at the top of the initiative. Gandalwin, it's on you. You're currently surrounded. You do have a drone above you helping you out. You do have I believe this guy is prone and not dead. Correct?
Yeah, he double nat one on his turn.
Oh yeah,
No,
knocked him prone.
he's
That's
dead.
right. That's right.
He tripped.
So you do have a prone person. You have a drone above your head. I don't believe it's had the chance to give you the help action quite yet.
I don't think so.
But you are currently surrounded. What are you doing?
Gotcha. Can we get a summon real quick to the boat?
That would probably help if you are on the board. Summon players to this board. All right.
I don't think it'll make a massive difference to my action, but to what I plan on doing here. I do need to just real quick, if you will, entertain me, because I do just need to check how far something is. Oh god, 15 feet is a lot bigger than
I will say this. Kaushik
Yes.
is higher here than she actually was, because she was brought down within melee of these guys. She is 5 feet off the ground. Right there.
So she is not high on the ground at all.
No.
Okay. Fudge muffins.
Do what you need to do.
Well, I don't want to murder you.
I'm already there.
Well, I'd rather not make it worse than it already is.
My emotion did it.
I probably should have checked last week before we out of here. That'll have to work.
Sorry, Gorham.
Yeah. Oh god damn it.
If you guys, because since it has been a week, how about we do this real quick before any actions are made that may or may not cause friendly fire? Other than Kaushik, whose condition I have described at length at this point, just going down my list here, who I'm looking at, if you would please just say how you're looking. So starting with RTM.
Bad. Not quite bloodied, but might not make it through opportunity attacks if I have to move.
Gandalwin, how are you looking?
Oh, bloodied, 100%.
Otto, how are you looking?
His armor is still shiny. No scratches.
Gorham, how are you looking?
It's not looking good.
Okay.
Oh,
All
he's
right.
Italian now?
Crowley, how are you looking?
About 20 away from bloodied.
Just a quick
Just
recap.
just for clarification,
Sure.
it was my understanding that last week, the captain of the guard spoke with Kaushik telling them to stop, and then Kaushik didn't verbalize like his threat to the rest of us.
He
So
said it loud enough to where people could hear it.
Yeah,
Gainwin
that
and
was clarified.
I would say
Oh, okay.
Gainwin and Gorham definitely heard it. Anybody else that is on the far side of the hallway, probably Artyom because he was in Stegosaur form at the time, I believe, wouldn't have, because you were polymorphed, correct? Or were you wild shaped?
I was wild shaped.
Okay, so you and Otto may have heard. Give me 2 quick perception checks from you and Otto. I would say Crowley at that point is on the opposite side, surrounded by these guys. Maybe not.
While they do that, I somehow didn't get summoned to the board, so you can make that happen.
Gotcha. Crowley, you can give me a perception check as well. Your DC will just be a little bit higher.
16.
Yeah, you or Otto above a 15 will succeed. Crowley will say if you roll above a 17, you hear the same.
So 27 gets it. Glad to hear.
No,
Damn.
27's too high. You hear too much, and it just
Oh.
gets muddled.
Damn, I have
I see.
2 questions for you real quick.
Yeah.
One, I'm about to be. I guess I might as well. I'll go ahead because I'm going here regardless. Ganon is going to like go to step towards, like he's going to go to step in to stab one of the white lions directly in front of him,
Mhm.
but instead he's going to step like putting 1 foot into his shadow. As he does so, just kind of some of that dude's shadow kind of bending towards him, and then just kind of sliding through the shadows of this back row, misty stepping to that square.
Mhm.
And what I need to know is, was I aware of which one of these cast greater invisibility of these 2 of the wizards?
Give me a wisdom check.
All right. Natural 1. No.
Unfortunately, defending yourself, you look
Right.
back over. He was done casting a spell. Like, there's a couple of wizards casting spells. You're not sure.
Gotcha. That being said, which of these 2 looks in worse shape?
Definitely this one immediately in front of you.
One immediately in front of me. So coming out of the misty step, and I'm gonna start making attacks.
Go for it.
Front wizard, first attack is cocked, unfortunately, because I think that would have been on an 18. Instead, it's a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Give me a second, actually.
Regular.
You go to stab him, and he will use his reaction, and you see like a white shimmering shield just calls your kukri to go off to the side.
Okay. So gotta be 19 at the very least. Okay, second attack is a 30.
You see an even bigger white shield. No, yes, 30 hits.
Shit! Fuck.
NPCs can upcast shield, you see.
So that is going to be 5, 11, 15 points of damage on that hit.
He brings up the shield. You bring the kukri around behind him, and he slumps over.
It's over.
Bleeding out. Correct.
And we determined that these wizards qualify for my class feature, correct?
We did.
Thank God. Oh, and I got 6.
Very nice.
So as this dude dies, just some of his blood just seems to like almost red mist kind of float up into Gandalf, kind of some of his wounds healing over
Gotcha.
a little bit. And well, I got one more attack. General Thorm does not appear after that guy dies.
Nope.
Fuck. All right. Next, I've got one more attack. It'll be going on to the other wizard. $13.
13 misses. It looks like it should hit, but as he does, that white light that's sort of drifting off of his shoulders that he did at the very beginning of the fight sort of causes your kukri to swipe off to the side.
All right. Well, we still can't see Thorum, and I know. Fuck! I'm just gonna call back towards Otto. Last wizard's got to go. And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. And in your turn there, that is going to bring us to Otto's turn. Otto, what would you like to do?
Just understood, Uncle Gandalin, and just kind of just rotates the constant stream of bolts a few feet to the left, and fires his fire bolt at him as well.
Okay.
Double check my damage because I am having a dumb brain moment. Okay. A 24 for the Eldritch Cannon.
24 will hit.
Uh, 15.
15 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay. What type of damage is that?
Believe force.
Okay.
Yes, force damage.
Okay. It's a 13 on the dice for his concentration check.
Gotcha. And following it up with that firebolt.
Pull it up.
A 23.
23 hits.
Get his ass. 3 10s.
And a 1d8 because of my class feature.
Hell yeah. More damage.
27.
27 points of damage. Very nice.
Yo. He is looking rough. So that is a DC 13 con save. That is a natural 18 on the dice. What else you doing there, Milo?
All right. Action, bonus action, and things are not looking super great. So here is just within 40 feet exactly. Is just going to come careening in, skidding to a halt, and kind of go, I don't know, threatening. I don't know. There's not any actual actions I can do. Just, it is time to dispose of all of you now. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Any Otto's turn right there. That is going to bring us to Gorham. Gorham, what you doing?
Gorham's gonna put his hand on his chest and lay on hands for a bunch of points.
Okay.
I think I've got 70 now at 14, so I'm gonna do 65.
You will note that when you do this, the rune that your grandfather put on your chest no longer lights up.
Word. And then I'm going to let's let's check my resources here. And I'll check on the sources.
You are still concentrating on haste. And then
Mm-hmm.
and you still have your vow of enmity on General Tharum.
Mm-hmm. How are these guys around me looking?
Some of them are quite hurt. Some of them are brand new and shiny. I mean, you're right there next to them. These guys right here are looking pretty hurt. In a triangle around you.
Illuminati.
These two are looking brand new and shiny from the break room.
I will bonk the shit out of the guy in front of me.
This guy right here. Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
The way you're facing. Okay, yeah, go for it. Roll it.
Oh, 16 plus things.
That will hit.
How dare you tell me that?
Okay, it doesn't hit. Next turn.
I'm not gonna smite, but I do get that improved divine smite damage. So wow, he's not undead, is he?
He is not undead.
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
Let's roll the tapes. 16 damage plus 7, so
16 damage.
23. Yeah.
Right, and that will fell him right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
One heal, one attack. Are you moving anywhere?
I
will say if you do move anywhere, the two behind you will get opportunity attacks.
I've drawn. Freaky frack. I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay. Staying there, it's gonna bring us to Tharum's turn. Otto and Gandalin, you will see. Let me make sure. Conscious and restrained, and I'm pretty sure this will hit. Yeah. You will see a gout of blood from Kaushik. Kaushik, you immediately fell 2 death saving throws.
2 of them. But I only get 3.
Correct. Otto, Gandalin, and Gorham, from this direction, you will hear General Tharum's voice, but you will not see him. Lay down your weapons. Surrender now, or she dies. The closest one, Otto, I will say you still see the sword, You see Kaushik's blood, trickling down. It is, you can't tell how far into her rib cage. Every single one of you has 6 words on your off turn. I need to know with what you say.
One second, Jones. I actually have a question for you that I'm going to need you to answer on in a message real quick.
Sure.
While you're doing that,
While you're doing that,
He's abandoned us.
He just-
also-
jumps out the
The coward.
window.
I also have a question that I'm gonna message real quick.
Okay, all right.
Are you trying to kill us?
Please excuse these for this brief break.
Sorry.
DM, can Otto being trained in medicine tell if Kaushik is still alive at this moment?
You will hear her gasp. It is a few seconds if she is not dead. If she receives any other trauma of any sort, she will die. I will say you know that with a passive medicine check. Let's see. Okay, excuse me while I answer messages, but if any of you would like to maybe whisper to each other or sort of I didn't say blow into your mic.
You guys want a
Or
Swedish fish?
role play what you might be thinking right now.
I mean, we got like instantaneous communication through the mental link, right?
Yeah, you did, but I forgot you put that up before we
Yeah.
left.
Goro just disappears and his arm comes through time and space to get goodies from Kasha.
I gave him fish.
Fish.
Yeah, let's say through the link. So what's the play here? They're going to execute us if we surrender, right?
I think he actually at the start of the combat said that he would try to not get us executed and just have us like permanently exiled from Karnath if we immediately surrendered. I don't know if that's
He did.
That
That
is
was-
what he said.
Right. He
That
also
was
said
before we
he'd give
killed a
us
bunch of people.
48 fucking hours, so I don't believe that for a second.
that's also
that,
fair.
Yeah.
This
You
guy
got
could've
48
been
hours. Well, like 2 hours is what I actually mean.
I just yeah threw them with like
Carnathy time.
yeah probably.
I can heal her.
She's about to die right now.
I know our wizard's about.
Jones, I am sorry for that question. I
Oh,
know
no. You're
it's
fine.
It's a hard answer.
I'm not sorry for mine.
It's not. It's not a hard answer.
Okay.
Brittany. for everybody wondering, Brittany's question was, why you do that? So,
I can't believe you read my question to everybody, but you didn't answer it.
Okay. Fuck. We only got. Shit.
I will give you some time to think about these 6-word answers if you wish, but not a lot.
Oh, is this like in the middle of his turn?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is why I said
He took one attack.
Yeah.
correct.
He took one attack. Oh boy. Not good.
I will say I don't want anyone to die.
Do anything else with those words, RTM? Or do you just say it?
I have fucking 5 dudes around me. I'm not gonna be like when they've all been ordered to murder me.
Right.
I'm still fucking
Sure.
Yeah, we're this is a bad spot. Okay. Is any mental communication included in our 6 words?
I'll exclude the mental communications for now.
Okay. We've got to at least give ground until we can make sure Kaushik is not on the verge of death.
I will offer to heal her and his men.
Not the worst idea. Yeah. I was say just with my 6 words, I'm gonna say you're making a big mistake, General, and I'm gonna toss the kukri to the ground.
Otto will. Can you get? Could I have seven words? 7.
Make a contraction.
You better do a southern.
Yeah,
There you go.
Action.
Push it down.
It says, I can heal her and your men. And will point his bolter away from the wizard he was just shooting.
But keeping it in your hand.
Is Gandalf the only one who disarms himself?
I cut off my arm. There you go.
With what?
And Gordon will say, no one else has today. And he'll set his hammer, like, head down, right next to him. But, yeah.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and deactivate the Eldritch Cannon and drop the bolter.
Crowley will just run his hand through and just make sure that the face of Major Yuri is still there, and kind of just nod.
I guess if everyone's gonna disarm themselves, I'll hold my hands up, shield and.
Okay.
With her dying breath, Koshik says, "Fuck you," and throws a knife at him. I'm just kidding. Nice.
Would Koshik like to say anything as her consciousness falters after having a sword stabbed into her ribs? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Very well. Otto, you will see the wound open. Is anybody continuing the fight at this very moment?
Like a second wound open, or him
No.
like pulling the sword out?
Correct.
Okay.
At the moment.
Nope.
Y'all are pussies.
You're dead.
For the cause.
Koshik, I'd like you to make a death saving throw.
Well.
Oh, is it her turn next?
Yeah.
It is.
Oof.
Yep.
Might I remind everyone of my Koshik. Oh, you can't see it. My Koshik crying is a free action sticker.
What?
18?
You're dead. Sorry. No, you got it.
I can send you a picture.
Can I
I will say this.
flash
for
of
death saving
genius for death
throws-
saving throw?
For death saving throws, you keep them to yourself. That's
Oh,
the way
I'm
we do
sorry.
this. You're okay.
Well, I was kidding. It wasn't
Real quick,
18. It was that was blank die I just rolled.
if you didn't use my inspiration, you still can apply that to a death saving throw.
I used it.
Oh, well, then I can't do anything for you. I look forward to talking to you as a spirit.
Oh no. Do I add anything to it? Is 18 bad?
No.
You'll
not.
never know.
Okay. I'll never tell anybody anything ever again. Bye.
All right. Ending Koshik's turn there. That will bring us to the mages. will turn to the person who just stabbed him and the person who just shot him.
Wait, I was supposed to roll a d20, correct?
Correct.
Okay, just make sure.
Yes. All right.
I've never had to make a death saving throw before.
Otto has put his blaster on the ground, correct, and the Eldritch Cannon.
Yeah. Well, the Eldritch Cannon just kind of like deconstructed back into his body.
For Gandalwin, you've put the kukri down. Do you have any other weapons that are immediately visible on you?
Immediately visible would be the blood bow. But other than that, I think everything else should be basically. I only have a couple of knives left, but they would be tucked away.
Oh no.
The wizard will hold the spell in his hand. Drop it.
Can I?
Oh no.
I will try to unsling the bow and drop it on the ground.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Do you still got that inspiration?
I do still have my bardic inspiration. I did not use it yet.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Maybe instead you should just try to explain the situation to him. He's a wizard.
Using
He'll
that
understand.
bardic inspiration.
Well, officer, you see, this bow is cursed, and I can't put it down.
Yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
they're mages, but they also might think that's bullshit. Wow, so there was a 4 on the d20. I have a +3 bonus to my wisdom save, but I rolled a 7 on my d10, so for a total of 14.
Ian,
Yes.
you're within 10 feet of me, right?
Am I within 10 feet of you?
That is an important distinction at this very moment.
Oh shit.
Yes. He is within 10 feet.
18.
You would have failed that save by 1.
Let's go.
Whoa, let's go. Yeah, that'd have been bad.
Okay. The mage holds on to that spell.
Yep, and I just ever so difficult with ever so much difficulty just
And he steps
clatter.
away.
Yeah, better run.
See with the attack of opportunity, Gandalf, quick!
You will go
My much weaker
right
punch.
here.
When I come back to consciousness, I'm coming out swinging. I hope y'all know that.
That is that mage's
I'm
turn.
gonna start calling you Kent.
Hey, what a compliment.
This mage will come out and also hold the spell.
The difference being this might actually TPK.
Actually,
Actually.
as soon as he holds that spell, General Tharum comes into vision once more. Artyom, what are you doing?
I'm going to throw or hand my shield off to one of the guys next to me, and I know it's not strictly allowed, but I'm going to say I'm going to cast a spell to save my friend. You're going to have the mages look at it to make sure I'm not doing anything harmful, but I'm not letting her bleed out while I hand over all my ability to save her. Okay? And if you'll let me hold an action on a bonus action to cast Healing Word on Kaushik.
So you've said this.
Yeah.
Give me
For like a mage, if they wanted to move closer, me, I still have my staff in my hand. Like, this is all I'm going to do. You can have someone look at it to make sure I'm not trying to like disappear or escape or anything like that.
You hear Tharum's voice and would see him on the other side now, albeit through a lot of his men. And he'll say, sorry, I'm trying to limit him to 6 just as well.
Damn, Jonesy, go ahead. It's only 2 words.
Let him. Anything else, kill her.
Oh, rolled maximum healing for that 9 health, Koshik.
Kashi, you are stabilized with 9 HP.
Let's go.
Anything else for your turn, R2?
I'll let my staff teeter to the floor.
Go to the ground. Crowley, that brings us to you.
Oh, real quick, can I add? Let's
Sure.
hurry this up for you have men bleeding out we can save. At least it's going to happen. Go.
How do I get out of the death save on this?
You heal yourself.
If you just click it and add HP.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Crowley.
Major Yuri will just keep his hands up and look around. I want to grab the identities of everyone around me right now that I can.
We're still in initiative. Takes an action to do so. You can take an identity of one of them.
All right, I'll do so. The mage.
Okay. Grab the identity of the mage.
That's good for me.
All right. Ending Crowley's turn, that does bring us to the White Lions. Who will, unless they are met with resistance, begin manacling all of you and taking any weapons that you have.
Yeah,
Assuming the general has kept her floating up in the air.
She remains floating in the air.
Unless you
My
want
own.
to let some of your men die out on the floor of this hallway, at least let me help who I can. Unless one of these other mages can bring them back to their feet.
Currently, we have to secure the threat, which is you. I will save the men that I can afterwards, but not until all of you are unarmed and restrained.
Is Kashik awake?
You're
Or just
currently awake with 9 HP and restrained 5 feet off the ground.
okay?
Not resisting yet. But Kashik isn't the. I mean, I've already used my 6 words, so never mind.
Well, we are at the end of initiative currently, and it is the White Lion's turn. And as I said, everybody will be stripped of their arms and their belongings in general, unless anybody does anything to prevent such a thing from happening.
Otto will say over the mental link, "Would we like to re-engage? I can remove Kashik from danger."
I think there's probably too many of them at the moment. They'd
Very
just
well.
go for Koshik again and kill her.
You have to bide their time for now.
Is the general anywhere close to me?
He is about 20 feet away from you, or 20 or 15 feet, one of the two.
I think it's
Oh,
20 or 15, yeah. I'll say it might have been 20 with angles, but
Yeah, 15, 20 feet, something like that.
Even though I'm restrained while I'm floating, can I turn my head?
Sure, yeah. So you,
And so I turn my head and spit blood at his feet. That's all.
it did not have to be this way.
You could have waited 48 hours. Is initiative over?
Again, I am waiting. I am making sure that it is a
Oh, okay.
group a group. Yes,
Consensus.
we are.
Everyone
we are,
giving
we are
up.
you are
Thumbs
getting manacled, and you
We
are.
are- yes,
You are
we are.
dropping your arms.
If I can move, it wouldn't be a group consensus, but I can't move, so it's a group consensus.
Can't move and 9 hit points. Thanks for.
Listen, I don't care about the 9 hit points. I just can't do anything.
I mean, I will give more context. All of these other white lions move to different members of you. These 3 stay at Koshik's back, holding their swords at the ready.
And they've got held actions now. So
I spit on them too.
that's what
Uh,
it's like, gosh,
Okay.
extended.
I mean, there is no shortage of blood.
With how things stand, it looks like people are gonna start getting dropped like flies if we continue. So allow the manacles.
Yeah, as we get back around, I think the only other weapon Otter has on him that's identifiable as a weapon would be a dagger, and he will also dismiss the dragonfly.
I believe that the only weapon still on Gandalf's person would be a +3 stake. And I actually am out of daggers. I think I have lost them / given them away over this period of time. So so just the stake and a blowgun actually. It's just in my jacket somewhere.
I'm
Yep.
going to exit out of Tailspire for now, but
You fool!
be
No.
forewarned that depending on what you guys say the next couple of minutes while we RP this, we may need to relaunch.
I'm just gonna leave it open. Just gonna
I'm just
gonna
switching
work
over
under
to
that assumption.
I'm leaving it open too because there's an important question I have that's going to determine whether or not Koshik does something kind of stupid if
Sure.
/ when she can do things again. Are they going to try to confiscate Dario's jacket from me?
100%.
Okay. Leave Tailspire open, guys.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. What did you say?
Leave Tailspire open, Cody. This fight is about to get sporty again.
I will wait before I relaunch Tailspire for the moment. So Gorham, your hammer is unable to be moved from its spot. They cannot pick it up. They
To
put
get to
you
the gym.
They put you in manacles. They will struggle with it for about 15 to 20 seconds before they just leave it there. But they will put you in manacles. They will take the dagger off of you, any other visible weapons. You'll remove the armor when we get down below.
Should buy me dinner first.
You shouldn't have fought back. Gandalf, your kukri, your bow, your daggers, your blowgun, your all the weapons that are immediately available.
They take the stake. They identify that as a threat.
Yes. It is a sharp stick that for some reason when one guard tries to blunt it on the brick wall, it stays sharp and like chips off a piece of fucking marble stone. And he takes that as well.
It's a nice stick.
The one thing that they do not take from you is your eyeball.
I would hope not. Presumably that can't be identified as a weapon. Maybe I just look like I got a weird eye.
The spells are dropped from the mages. They begin detecting, detect magic on all of you. And will remove any magic items that they can. 2 magic items that they cannot or will not remove will be Ganoin's eye and Crowley's mask.
Is the force blade not mounted into the armor?
No, it is. It is.
He's tie your hand behind your back.
Well, he's currently manacled right now, so
Do I need to unattune to everything that I'm attuned to currently?
you are not unattuned to it until you're separated from it for more than an hour.
Okay.
So they also like things they can't remove. They can't remove anybody's tattoos. Everybody still has any tattoos they may possess,
Correct.
unless they're just gonna somebody busts out a knife and is like, "Come here."
Right. Artyom, they pick up your shield, your staff, and any other weapons that you may have on you as well.
I don't have any.
Steak.
Kashik,
Razors.
they will remove the bag of holding from you. They will remove your coat, since it literally just pierced 5 of their guys.
Am I still held? I can't do anything right now.
You are currently
You're
restrained.
restrained.
Fucking Christ.
I will give you a strength saving throw if you would like to fight against it.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can still do stuff, just a lot.
Correct.
You can't move.
Right.
Your,
I mean, a lot
your
of my
movement
spells
speed is
and-
0. Any attack rolls that you make will be a disadvantage.
Right.
And attacks on you have advantage. Those 3 guards have not moved from their posts behind you.
I don't. The strength was a 4, and I have a +0. I'm pretty sure. So nothing comes to that.
So as you're suspended there in air, one will rip the jacket off of you.
Give me 1 second. Let me look at my spells real quick. I'm about to kill this man.
All right. Nobody's armor has been removed, right? We are all our AC aside from Artyom's
I'm
shield
about to
is
get us
still
all killed. I'm
in
sorry,
place,
guys.
right?
Wait, when he which one is this? The prestidigitation, is it that one? Damn, I don't think I can do what I want to do. I was gonna say, when he goes to take the jacket off, could I use either thaumaturgy or prestidigitation to make the jacket real hot on the outside, like untouchable hot, like they can't take it off me type of hot, real hot.
You could make it warm to the touch, but
But what about real hot?
No.
What about setting it on fire?
Only Dario can make it real hot.
I know. Okay, fine. When they take the jacket, I'm just gonna plead with them to make sure that no harm comes to it specifically. It's very important to me. But in my accent.
You get one of the guys where he has a hammer-shaped indention in the side of his breastplate,
Okay, that wasn't me.
and he just glares at you. Like,
It's a 13 plus 8 for persuasion. So 21 persuasion.
Tharum speaks up. Your items will be kept safe for now. I told you that I would plead for you to simply be exiled.
You also said you'd give us 48 hours, so we trust a liar.
This is true. But I cannot have you in court and cause the trouble that you are about to.
No one caused
You-
trouble here but you.
Look at you. I told you to lay down your weapons and that I would have you leave. You could have left here, no problems.
Earlier response, liar. Why would we believe you would do anything but execute us when you said yourself previous people all were executed?
Give me 1 second. The music is so intense in Soundtail. So I'm going to calm it down a little bit. Thank you.
It's intense and Tailspire too.
Your actions now are condemning the entire population of this city to death.
Also,
Because Caius will fail. And Zorat will run rampant and slaughter every man, woman, and child in this city. If not slaughter, drive them insane.
I have to take threats as they come to our doorstep. And you are one of them.
You've been
That is an
letting one
incredible
sit
lack
on
of insight for someone someone supposedly protecting a city.
If you
How
mean to
very
say
unprofessional.
foresight, then perhaps.
Yeah.
But you are
Otto is
correct.
smarter than
I cannot conceptualize some threat that you say from another plane. What I can conceptualize is people causing chaos.
How incredibly incompetent.
This man don't know about Zoriat.
We've explained it to him.
Read the fucking book, you idiot. You have a big tower of mages. Ask the question. Don't get your men killed so carelessly over people that you know are more than capable of defending themselves. You could have talked to us.
And who have the best interests of the people of this country at heart.
I tried
Which
to
we've
speak
proven
to you.
before.
I do not think that you are terrible people. This is why I gave you the option of leaving. I
Could
do
you at
think
least-
that you are going to make a grave mistake in trying to... Whatever it is you're going to attempt to do, and you have not really made... As he points to men laying on the ground dead. Me
Could you
believe
at least-
otherwise.
Help me get these people back on their feet, the ones that aren't already dead, while you flap your gab and sell more lies or whatever you believe to be honor or justice or some feigned bullshit that just spews from your mouth. Let me save some lives while you go on and prattle your politics.
Uncle Artyom, I think you are wasting your time, as he seems to be composed entirely of false platitudes.
You'll see several of the White Lions bringing their men and like basically doing stabilization techniques on them. A lot of talk has been made of trust, and much like you can't trust me, I cannot trust you.
Just remember, as everyone in your city is being killed, you did this.
Perhaps.
And remember that as everyone in your city was being killed, we stopped it.
I will say, I do not think that you are bad people simply making a mistake. That is what I think you are doing. Your ultimate goals are not of no concern of me. Your goals here in Korth do.
Fortunately, the two are connected.
I will still see attempt at the very least that you're not executed.
How do you supposed to do that?
To try to plead to our king that you did not mean harm and that we caught you off guard.
The folly there is that he is likely involved or complicit in some way. It would be in his favor for us to be executed.
No favor of mine to see the world destroyed. Simply here to protect this city. That is my job. That is what I am concerned of.
That's not what you're doing.
It is. Try for just a moment to see this from my way.
You couldn't even keep your word for 48 hours and give us the time you allotted us. Why would we try to see anything from a liar's perspective?
Sure. Perhaps you would see it from your way if someone was in your hometown.
It's happened.
Wonderful. Then you understand. You understand why I had to
I
stop
understand
this
if
from
I give my
happening.
word, I keep it. Not a lying scoundrel like you. Who prances about in the armor of someone with honor but has none.
My honor, my loyalty lies with this city.
Then they have nothing.
Loyalty doesn't necessarily make you honorable.
Or
you're
intelligent.
loyal.
General, we did everything in our power to respect your stance and to convince you that no harm would come to your city and what you sought to protect.
And you did not convince me. Hence why
You
I'm
gave
here.
us no time to do so. Do what you will, and so will we.
That guy's got about 20 seconds left to live. Could you allow me at least to get him stable?
No. Take them
Wow,
down.
way to protect your
I'm
people,
just
you
gonna-
piece of fucking
I'm just
shit.
gonna address the rest of the people there, and you guys follow this honorable man who let your compatriots die.
Without question. As they
Oh.
pick the guy up you're talking about and start bandaging wounds on him or attempting to. I understand that you are upset. However, you'll be held for now. I hope to have you out very soon and away from court.
Can I insight check him, Dungeon Master?
What are you trying to
I
say?
was about to ask the same.
Can I kill
Yeah.
him, Dungeon Master?
The words of a liar and a buffoon offer little comfort.
I didn't do great on my insight checks on him before, but I didn't do terribly.
Mhm.
And he doesn't seem necessarily like a man for doing underhanded shit. I want to see if there seems to be any alternative motive, like if he's being not duplicitous towards us, but as if he has like alternative intentions
Okay.
to the current circumstance.
So whether he's like, I just so I understand where you're going with this, and I give you
I'm
an
trying to see
appropriate
if
answer.
he is actually trying to help us.
Okay. If his intention is to help you.
Right. If because my train of thought is perhaps he has been made privy to something that has basically made him like, the king's bad news, but the king gave orders to capture or kill us, and he's trying to give us an out.
I would like an insight check on the opposite of that, as if this is a dude who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing because powerful magical spellcasters are compelling him to make bad calls.
So you're trying to see if he's being compelled to do something against his will, if he's been given
Right.
the magical whammy.
Right.
I would like to give Gandalin a flash of genius before he announces his roles, and he will be doing so by feeding him through the mental leak a bunch of analytical information, like his right eyebrow has raised approximately 4 millimeters,
And
which
what
indicates
is that bonus?
+5.
+5. Good. That brings me up to a 17.
17.
30-20.
Okay. 17 to see if he is being nice to you.
Nice is such a strong word,
Yeah.
DM. if his intent is to actually help us.
If his intent is to actually help you.
And I know it's technically a reaction and only get 1 per round, but we're not in combat. Could I also give a flash of genius to Artyom, assuming this analysis is taking place over more than just 6 seconds?
I'm gonna say you can for Gandalin, considering your locations, but an insight check is very much mental and just reading people right now. And Art, you can see Gandalin. So I think
I mean,
for this round.
I'm gonna say that if the information that Baby Milo is feeding Gandalin is through the mental link,
Who?
Baby Milo, Artyom will hear it too. I'm just saying.
Right, but for different bits of information that he's trying to get.
I'm
That's fine. I figured
I'm looking to see if I see like if he's basically doing the please just go along with this like desperately like
Sure.
kind of thing.
Right. With the 17, I won't say that you get that much information. You don't see him like trying to stress any sort of point here. I will say with a 17 that you're looking at him and he will do what he needs to do to make this surrender happen. And you will note that the men behind Koshik still, even as she's suspended there in air, are still ready to stab her at any moment. Artyom, what's your insight check?
It was a dirty 20.
30-20. You're looking over him. It's hard to tell compulsions. I mean, especially on like a brand new person that you've only met one time, and you have nothing to compare it to.
Okay.
But you don't see any like, he's not slobbering out the side of his mouth. His eyes aren't like in 1,000-yard stare or anything. He's very intent. He's very driven.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like any sort of like weird dispassion about him just watching his men getting killed and be like, well, they'll just have to die if they're over there then. But if there was
it's
like
not weird
regret in his
dispassion.
eyes, or if it was just like, I don't even see that as a factor.
Right. It may be weird to that sort of dispassion may be weird to RTM, but it could be mere weird mental whammy. It could be a guy who's dealt with death for a long, long time and knows that you doing something while unmanacled could result in even more lives.
Okay.
Follow. Don't attempt anything along the way. You are in the center of Crown Home. There are many more white lions outside of this group. Follow us. Stay quiet. Stay complicit.
Do the white lions from the break room stay with the group?
I will say that you are marched there with roughly General Tharum as well as 20 white lions will start following you. A lot of the injured ones as well will hang back, but also you'll see a runner group of a couple go leave from here.
Okay, but it doesn't seem. Is there any way to tell whether the ones from the break room stuck with the group escorting us or no?
It's a bit of a mixed match. I would say that you guys most likely have like a lot of the break room guys because they were fresh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, since we're walking along through the big old castle, we got plenty of time to chat with each other in our brains.
Sure.
All right, Gandalin, what's the play?
I mean, we need to not be surrounded by fucking guards right now, and Kaushik doesn't need to be about almost dead.
Didn't you talk with what's her face down in the city about getting people behind you?
I did.
Erish, can you send her a message and let them know what's happened? They've ambushed us. They're trying to maybe execute us.
They can't lead an assault on Crown Home. They would just be dying. and
Right,
be
but when
going to
they
their
decide
deaths.
to execute us within an hour,
Please repeat that. I was reading Detect Magic. I'm sorry.
I was saying like yes, but when they decide to execute us within an hour, that's
They-
not really good.
I mean, they might have their weapons and armor. I don't know, but I mean, they are still vastly outnumbered. If anything, they need to either lay low or, I mean, we could ask them to. We could incite the chaos that Thorum fears. That is all the good that they could really do. Is if he plans to execute us, we could ask them to basically start riots.
We could be leading us into a closet to chop our heads off right now. This man is a liar and a snake. So
If that is where he is going right now, telling them something will make no difference. They could not get here in time.
sure.
As you're making your way down, he opens
I will not
a
ask
door
them to kill themselves.
for a hallway. Several white lions go down. It's fairly thin, almost singular file, and looks like have you guys ever seen like in stadiums or something like that? You'll have like utility halls and stuff like that. Sort of like that, where it is all the glamour of Crown Home is left out in that hallway that you just left. This is a plain stone hallway that looks like access tunnels. That's what I was looking for. What was your question to Erish? I'm sorry, I was reading something.
Oh, I was asking Gandalin about.
I thought you said something to Erish. My bad.
It is worth checking in. Erish, were you and Mop able to get out of Crown Home safely? Have you made it to the airship?
High or low?
Always high. Yeah, always high. I'm a man of the tray. Yeah, is that man of the cloth, man of the tray? I'm open to suggestions for that replacement, but for now it stands.
He responds back to you, and he says, I have not been, and he's like trying to keep quiet in his head, but he simply says,
I feel that.
Not been taken as of yet, but I have been stopped. I have not been put in manacles, but they are speaking to me regarding something. I take it that you did not make it to where you were going.
Oh, I already told Erish last session to make him.
That we were getting jumped. Yeah, and that he needed to get out.
He needed to get out. That's right. Well, I mean, I think his point stands. I take it that you are not able to get to the other side.
No.
No, not yet.
Do you have any idea where they're taking you?
Somewhere underground, it looks like, or a big long tunnel.
Okay.
I mean, I would
have to.
a general idea with my background of if we are still 10 stories up or if we've gone down flights of stairs or anything like that.
Right. You guys are heading in a general direction of down currently, and also sort of central to Crown Hall.
Okay.
Say what you need to stay free for now. If you can.
You know what? Let's give Erish a persuasion check.
He's got a lot of charisma, right? He's such a handsome fella.
That's right, he is.
He's decent at persuasion. Okay, D&D Beyond's not gonna load. Okay, there it goes. Jesus Christ. Forever. Sorry. Why is it going so slow? What's his persuasion? Not bad.
+8, right? Or +20.
+5. I'm to stay aboard the airship. You hear a few minutes later. They're gonna keep me there.
That's fine.
They are stationing guards outside, and not a few. Several.
Okay. All right.
Some of them have boarded the Stormbringer.
Have boarded the Stonebringer? Okay. Well, Gandalf, we should get some of those guys to at least help the Irish out if they're going to try and do something to it.
I think they're probably trying to make sure that it's not going to leave. And once again, I will not send them to their deaths. Won't do it.
I know them less than I know the Irish.
And if they try to,
That wasn't.
and if they try to, take back the ship, and not only all of them die, but then they decide to execute Erish on the spot.
Let us see where we are being led.
The White
before we make
Lions.
potentially rash decisions.
The White Lions are both better equipped and better trained than the veterans, as much respect as I have for them.
All right, well, do what you have to do to stay safe. I don't know where they're taking this, and there's lots of anti-magic fields in this castle, so we could walk across on it any moment and lose connection to you. So just be prepared for us to lose. If they go and put bags over our heads, I'll let you know. Just if we get cut off, it's probably because of anti-magic.
You just get, I'm scared.
You seem.
Stay safe, all of you. Continue walking down and out and through these access ways. You will find that yourself eventually, after probably 10 or so flights of stairs, that you begin to level out. Not finding the light of day again. These hallways are dark, dank, just access hallways. You'll see steel doors going into places, different pipes leading into different places throughout wherever you may be. Are RTM, I'll say with your background and your survival, and just it doesn't take you long to realize that you're going outside of Crown Home, it seems.
I'll relay that information to Erish as it comes up, as long as the link's still able to do so.
Yeah. I'll say you're probably getting to the point where, what's up?
Are they still all in possession of all our stuff?
These guys are.
Or did it seem like it was
yes.
getting taken elsewhere?
No, everything but Gorham's hammer, because they could.
Which is
not
still
move
just in
it.
the hall.
Oh no.
Perhaps.
Oh no, his hammer's gonna get left in the city!
I'll say, after an hour after Gorham unattunes from it, it will just become 150 pounds versus like 4,000.
Oh
So
no.
someone may be able to move it at that point. But you guys are walking for about 30 minutes through here. And then you are led to a caged door where you'll see white lions on the other side. They open it up where you'll see an expanse of other caged rooms and doors. You are led to a prison. Take you downstairs even further. Another 10 minutes or so of hearing various prisoners of Korth, a gulag. You're taken down here. You are split up into different cages.
Word?
Let's see. 4, 5, 6. Kaushik and Crowley. I have rolled Crowley 3 times in a row. Otto and 1, 2, 3, 4, and Artyom. And is that everybody? Gorham and Gandalf.
Gandalf and Gorham. Yeah.
We got the cuz, the us, and the guz.
When you are led into with your manacles still on, you are put into these cages. You will notice scripts going up the bars and up the walls. You step in, you will feel your connection to magic severed. Gorham, you will be out without the spirit of nature that has followed, or I'm sorry, Artyom, I said Gorham, I think. Artyom, you are severed from the spirit of nature that has been with you for so long, you feel nothing. Gorham, you are severed from the connection of the ancestors that have guided you here. Kaushik, the divinity within, is no longer a light that you can see. Otto, only the magic that perpetuates you forward. Crowley, the spirits go quiet here. Gandalf, the blood that flows through your veins goes less fiery. Even though you're in here with another member of the Shining Vanguard, you feel alone.
Hey guys, it's gonna be okay. Bardic Inspiration.
I doubt it works.
Bardic Inspiration isn't magical.
Oh.
I'm just charismatic.
You are. You could give Bardic Inspiration to your cellmate if it isn't.
That's me. That's me. Kimmy.
I will if she seems too down. I'm just like, Until the meantime.
Oh, I'm very sad.
I'm gonna pull my hood up, cover the mask completely while I'm in here.
Mm-hmm. And you sit.
I just needed to reassure myself that I was still awesome, like most bards. That's all. Sorry.
All right, Otto, we're going to have to make sure that we get out of here in just the right way. So we don't have any magic now, but as soon as something happens and we go out that door, we'll be rested up and ready to go. So might not be tonight, might be in a few hours, might be in a day or two, but eventually we're going to go across that threshold and we're going to have to make every second count.
Indeed.
Goes on, let's just immediately start talking about the escape they're going to probably have to make.
Does my
The,
eye still work? It just occurred to me.
You can see.
I can still see, but not okay. At least there's that.
The anti-magic effect only occurred as we entered the room itself, right?
That's what it felt like. Correct. Felt like these the cages themselves suppress all magical effects. The walls around you, everything.
Well, I can bring to bear the force of my intellect. All of my equipment is currently unusable. I am doing everything in my power to simply cling to life.
I don't know. I started to ask that in an accent. Is the door wide open, or is it just like a flat door? Or there just like in pitch darkness? Any slits on the anything?
I will say there are slits on the door that maybe look like for trays and stuff like that, but they are currently closed.
Gotcha. So in theory, if you had like a super awesome lightsaber attached to your arm and you stuck your hand out at the right moment, you just fuck you guys.
The doors. When we were walking in, I'm assuming we saw other examples of cells like the one we're in. What is the method of locking? Is it like lock and key? Does it have the big bars that go down? Is it like some kind of like super ultra piston lock? What's
It doesn't
going
look
on
any
here?
like super ultra, but it does look heavy duty. You see like large steel latches, like not latches isn't the word, but like push bars that go across the doors. That when they close, they are pushed into the like steel door frame on the other side.
And is it simply operated by like a lever, a winch? Is it key opened? Like how is that
You
work?
would assume it would be like pushing it, like physically moving it. You see one at the top and one at the bottom.
Did we get to see how it was operated when they were opening it to put us in there, or was the door open when we arrived?
Always high?
Always high.
Yeah, you did. So you would have seen as one goes to put you in there, they are two sets of locks on them, sort of. They are, when they push, they had to undo almost like a padlock type deal off the edge. They twist it and pull it out of the wall. And you assume that when they push it back into the other side of the wall, flip it down, padlock it back. You've seen like the back of like a semi truck, sort of similar mechanism.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha. See, that's a good example. And sorry for so many questions, but I'm trying to figure stuff out.
Sure.
Does it look like it took a lot of PSI to open?
A lot of PSI.
Like were they putting some force into it, or was it all like fairly like the strength comes from the style of the mechanism, not that it weighs 40 pounds?
No, it looked like it took some heft to get it done. Yeah.
Damn. All right, let me check something real quick if anyone else wants to go.
Go for
Is
it.
there anything in these cells besides us?
You have a pot.
A pot. At least we don't got to shit on the floor. But nothing else besides that, just a pot.
Clean room. Clean in that there's nothing in here.
And when you were talking about the scroll work or whatever for the runes, obviously for the anti-magic, those were on the outside, presumably, not the inside.
Right, you don't see them scrolling on the inside of the walls. So you figure that if they are suppressing this, it's either just on the door or they are wrapping around the brick on the outside of the cell.
Right, like they did it during construction, and then it's been all bricked up since then.
Right.
But it is in brick,
Hey,
right?
yo.
Like stonework, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Stone and like steel doors.
How many did it seem like there was a lot of verticality to this area whenever we were going in?
There was a good bit of verticality, yeah. You guys probably went down about 90 feet or so.
Well, I mean, like as far as like open cells, or is it just like stifled hallways?
When you guys, so a bit of column A and column B, you guys started out in open cells. It looks like they have taken you down to somewhere like a high security area sort of deal.
Gotcha.
They know you're a threat and they have put you into solitary confinement.
Right. Were there only white lions patrolling around this prison, or were there mages that we could see?
Give me a quick perception check.
You got it, boss. That is a 22.
22 as you're walking down here. Okay, I'll give you a high low on it. You didn't see any mages on the way down here. You would have seen several white lions though.
Yeah, we said so. Regular guards, not necessarily anybody to counter spellcasters or anything. If they
None
were
that you
to
saw.
escape, that's the point of the cells themselves.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was just gonna say none that you saw, though.
None that I saw.
Though the cells of these types, you may assume that they could be close.
Right.
Unless they were pulled to do some other type of job where they were severely hurt.
You may have already answered this, and I apologize if you have. I was checking over my character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly is the guard situation? Is like one per door? Is it like a pair patrolling? Or
Once the door closes, you have no clue.
I didn't know if we would like see.
Like how many were out and about as we were being led to the cells?
You guys. Oh,
You know what?
no.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And as far as these rooms down here, you guys only saw you three put into 3 separate rooms down here, or you 6 put into the 3 different rooms. As far as up in the main place where you were talking about white lions, you probably would have seen, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 sort of regular patrol duo sort of deal. You guys had just as many white lions on you as the entirety of the prison that you saw. I'll say that.
You know what? You said there's a food tray slit.
Mhm.
Otto's going to pop it open and look to see if he can see guards or hear them patrolling or just see what there is to see.
Give me a strength check.
I will
God.
aid him.
Put your fingers on it. Push. You have advantage on this, Otto, if you didn't hear RTM.
I did not hear.
I don't have anything else better to fucking do.
I rolled the same thing on both of them. So.
Motherfucker.
But it's okay as a 15. Otto does have 16 strength.
Jesus
You go to
Christ.
slide it, and you hit a lock.
Natural 20 just smashed.
You gotta let it happen.
Okay.
Well, that foils that plan.
Fuck.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna ask you another question, TM. Sorry, it's probably gonna end up being like this for a little bit. Would you say, as having gotten a look at them at least once, if not 3 times, because I don't know which order, we went in using the lock, would a familiar be more likely to be able to open it from the outside were he affected by enhance ability or enlarge reduce?
You don't have any magic to probably communicate with your familiar, I would presume.
Familiar is currently in the pocket dimension.
Correct.
But if we are here for a long rest, I mean, if we can, I'd have to be able to see outside of it to get him to appear outside. But if we can't get the latch open, that's not going to matter anyway, because I can't make him appear anywhere I can't see. If we're here for a long rest, I can change the spell storing item and give it to the familiar. And I could change it to either enhance ability or enlarge reduce. But all of that is contingent upon A, having the freedom of not having a guard go, hey, stop that, the moment he appears. And also on being able to get the food tray latch open so I can see outside.
I think
that all of that is to say, if by whatever chain of events things were to happen, does Otto believe that enhance ability or enlarge reduce would be best suited to allowing the familiar to open the latch?
What's the strength of your familiar?
Shit. Believe he has a hawk stat block since he is a dragonfly. Is a strength of 5. Enhance ability strength gives him advantage,
Gives
and
him
then
advantage.
carrying capacity doubles.
Right.
So I don't know how you would rule that in this particular case. And then enlarge reduce advantage on strength checks and gets the size difference to carrying capacity as well.
Right. With the
So-
strength of 5, it's going to be.
I know generally it counts as a combat spell, and the extra strength is shown as the additional 1d4
Mhm.
to damage.
I'm going to say with a
Um,
5 strength, you think even with buffs, you don't think that your familiar is going to be able to get the latch open by itself.
Okay. I don't know if you would count it as like bringing it up to close to 10 with the enlarge reduce.
Strength score stays the same.
Gotcha.
Oh boy. Guys, this is a bad situation.
All right, I'm going to go with the tried and true method of getting a good idea of how this situation works. So do we have the latch open like a little bit until it hits the lock? So it's just
He
Has,
he,
like-
he slid it and it locked. There's no vision
Oh,
on the
okay.
outside.
gotcha. All right, never mind.
I was gonna see if he had a super automaton strength in that 20, he would have snapped the lock.
Just strong, not crazy strong.
Pretty
Sometimes
buff. 16 is pretty buff. Like,
Things happen.
This
I was
pot
gonna say
made out
he's
of?
strong, but he ain't like the whole punching holes in walls strong.
This pot's probably made of tin or aluminum or something.
Hell yeah! All right, let's start making that into a. We gotta start making this into some sort of lever. to
Are
get
we
this
still?
latch
Oh,
open.
sorry. Are we still manacled while in this room?
You are.
Good
Oh.
question. We are.
You are.
Okay.
Manacles
Which
were
means
not
one of two things.
removed.
They're either like hyper paranoid or they don't think we're going to be here very long.
Or they just don't care anymore.
Or they
Yeah,
just don't
come on.
care.
They might see having to remanacle us as more dangerous than the alternative.
All
What
I'm
are
saying
the-
is that if that fucking door comes open and I can get out of there for half a fucking second and they don't say, hey, we're letting you free to go, they're about to have a fucking rough fucking day. That's all I'm saying.
Assuming we get a short rest.
Dungeon Master, I have on my person a whole fuckload of tools. With the combination of tools including tinkers, smiths, wood carvers, and a vial of acid.
What's the ability called again? Tool of the trade or something?
No, I just have those. I just have a bunch of tools.
These things would have been stripped from you, as well as your
I think
armor.
all our shit got taken. Like,
Correct.
everything.
I don't think I voiced it when you got down into this hallway, but because I got distracted by rolling for your pairs. But all of your belongings, including your armor, would have been removed.
So we're also out of armor as well.
Get you.
I'm
But they-
naked. They got me naked in this cell.
You have you're not naked
Garments.
under your armor. That would be
Yes, I
awfully
am.
painful.
Oh.
That's why I got stabbed so easy.
Kashik is always just chafing really bad. Like, oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's bad. Well, I had things to say, but my cellmate had a situation.
Gorm
It
goes
was-
and sits on the pot. seems awkward to have
respects his privacy and faces.
turned the other way.
As long as you don't want him to respond to you, I can almost guarantee he can still hear you. If you have anything
Oh, I
to
need him to
say.
respond.
Uh,
I need to be able to.
I mean, he can probably do that too. He's gonna make
The RP is really good.
Just gonna continue asking 900 questions. Were they able to get Otto's armor off?
I would
actually
say that they probably would assume that you were a Warforged. I mean, after attempting to like look under some things, and then I say assume you're a Warforged. You are a Warforged, but sort of. After looking at items, the only things that would be taken from you are things that could be easily removed. The rest of it's suppressed. So your shield, your turret, all that stuff that could, or not your turret, but your bolter. I just lost a D10 to the ether. So, anybody?
Oh, boy.
Anything? You were
I'm
sitting.
chill.
At some point, I will. Taking a short rest, hopefully, getting some hit points back.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely doing that.
You're hanging
I
out.
can answer for Gorham if you need me to. I pretty much know anything he'll say.
I will hold off just in case.
Hi, Gandolin. You're being a little bitch.
That's accurate.
That's more James.
Hey! He said that's accurate. Let's go.
I guess that being said, would we be getting a short rest in Dungeon Master?
Currently, you are in the process of it.
Okay, so
I'm
do
just-
not roll
Does
anything
anything
yet.
happen within the next
Got it.
hour?
I can tell you from experience that doesn't mean anything.
I just want to make sure that no strenuous actions are taken in between
Oh.
now and this hour, because
I
people
would
are
not be
currently
taking
working on the door and other theories and ideas. So
No short rest for Gorham because he's shit.
strenuous
Strenuous.
activity.
Every rest for Gorham is a short. It's a short action.
I do not have any strenuous activity planned. I just need to discuss once he is returned.
Being in this room is strenuous at the moment.
It feels pretty strenuous, yeah. I feel pretty stressed.
Any
Being us
conversations
is
with your
just strenuous
cellmates?
at the moment.
What's that, DM?
I said any conversations with your cellmates. The others who are present. Otto, Artyom, Koshik, Crowley.
Nah, I'm just sulking. Unless Crowley has something to say to me.
Crowley's sulking too.
The perfect roommate.
I'm going to start taking a nap because, boy, howdy. Fucking skill checks would be nice to make without disadvantage.
Yeah, Crowley's gonna wrap up and short rest.
Start laying back on the cold brick walls and just quiet. Silence even.
It's a good spell. When you can cast it.
When you can cast it.
While there is a great deal that I could accomplish if I could get outside of this cell, as I have various options in reserve, all of my abilities are currently being suppressed.
Nah.
I was unable to conceal anything on my person while being brought into the cell.
Yeah, it's a cell for a reason. They're trying to stop us from getting out. I get it. But I am not a wizard, and I am not a cleric, and I am not a paladin. So if I can make it through that threshold, then they are going to be in the world of pain.
DM, did obviously the first, whoever was putting their self first wouldn't know. But for those who were for the next two rooms, is there any indicator of where our cells are in relation to each other?
Yeah, so the first just actually roll some feet in them. The first, I dropped my D10, that's why I can't find it. The first set may not know, and you didn't see another door, and we'll call that Gorum 1 through 33, RTM Auto 33 through 66, or 32 rather, 33, 65, 6600. Ganowin and Gorum would have been in first room, so you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
The rest of you, the second group, oh my god, these percentile would not be in your favor ever. I have rolled 10, 8, and 1. Okay. So Ganowin Gorum first, and then it would be Koshik, Crowley, and then Artyom Milo at the end. You'll see that these are separated by about the last of you, Artyom and Otto would see that these cells are separated by about 30 feet or so going down here. On starting left, right, left, and then it looks like the hallway ends.
Okay. All right. But now my cellmate is back. I would like to have a conversation.
Sure.
Short or long as it may be. Just once we're sat there for a few minutes, just Gorum, what assurances might you be able to make them, if necessary, of your word? How well do you think? What can you think you can give them to convince them that you will do what you say?
Well, I mean, I already took everything I got. What more do I have to give?
Shrug. Just anything that you think that would make rich, arrogant people or just powerful people believe you. Either believe you or, like you said, collateral of some kind, anything. Like, is there something that you're like, some vouch from your clan, like that your father could send or provide that would they would go, okay, yes, we believe you will do as you say?
I mean, yeah, he could. If we could contact my father, yeah, he could send word. Shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. I would like for us to get the fuck out of here somehow, but
Yeah. Me too. I'd like to get my fucking hammer back too.
yeah, I wonder, is it just gonna sit there forever now, or what?
It's never happened before.
I mean, at least you know where we know where it is, kinda. Vague idea. It is in a hallway in Crownholm. But anyway, if escape proves too challenging or impossible, I'm not about to just leave you guys to whatever fate awaits. If necessary, we'll see if we can negotiate the rest of the Vanguard's dismissal while I face whatever charges are leveled at us. But you all have to be able to convince them that there will be no retaliation or any form of return in the second attempt. If you can convince them that you will not do anything, then I'm sure they will settle for, like you had said previously, exiling you from Karnath, or at least Gorth.
Right. Well, to be honest with you, Gandalf, fuck this place.
Good.
If it
And
weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. So I don't plan on coming back.
That's fine, but you have to convince. They have to believe you, and they're gonna need. They'll probably need more than just. I promise I will not come back.
Right. They're not used to dealing with upstanding citizens.
No, no, not really. I think most places aren't actually. I think most people who are in jail are not considered upstanding citizens.
I think the thing that bothers me the most, besides that guy lying to us, isn't him trying to guilt us. Oh, you killed my men. You sent them after us. That's your fault.
Go back like half a year or so, I probably wouldn't put much stock in claims of the plane of madness invading either. I can't blame him too much.
Yeah, he also said he'd give us, 48 hours. I don't know how time works here in Karnath. Gandalf.
Well, you see,
48
it's a
hours
little different.
in the
They
hole.
say 48.
It's different here?
No, it is the same.
Okay.
He was simply making sure that when he decided to try to capture us, it would be when he wasn't alone in his office with me and Artyom. I suppose. He wanted to get us all at once.
We should have jumped him right there in the office.
And then a light
Best
bulb
I
turns
could-
on.
Do what?
I said, and then a light bulb turns on as to why he would say he would give you 48 hours. Because he was alone in a room with Gorum,
Right.
Gandalf, and Artyom.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like he said 48 hours because what was he gonna do right there? So he gave us extra time. He said he was going to give us time so that we would not have the three of us in the room with him when he said, no, I'm gonna fucking arrest you, and B, so that we would all be together rather than being able to send word to our companions so that maybe they would escape on their own. I think the problem we face here is I think that others may be harder to convince of the y'all need to go angle, if it comes to that. I mean, ultimately there's even if it's going to be a lot harder, maybe borderline impossible, with apparently Caius being as much of a fuck up as he is, better chance of success than if everybody gets executed.
Yeah, that's probably not the outcome we want.
So, if it comes down to it, we need to convince them to let the rest of you go. This was all, I am the heart of this insurrection. The rest of you have no particular, I do not know the word, but you're not invested in this sedition. You're not invested in this uprising. If they will just simply exile you all from Karnath, then alternative routes can be explored.
Well, hopefully he gets us all out.
I would not hold my breath, but
I'm praying for you, boy.
I can't say I have ever been a godly man. But we shall see.
Well, you've got a few minutes. Let's talk about the ancestors.
I thought I don't think they really do anything for non-dwarves. That's kind of how it was explained to me.
You got ancestors.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. Actually, I guess I know more of them now than I did. At least the male ones. I can't remember most of the names, but I at least know. We got Karn the Conqueror. We got Galifar. This King Jaren guy. I really don't know how helpful he was. Honestly, I was like a kid for whenever he was in charge.
Karn the Conqueror.
Oh wait, no, he
sounds
was
like
dead.
a good place
I'm
to
sorry.
start.
Karn the Conqueror, that was like the dude way at the back. So I mean, if he was feeling helpful, that would be phenomenal. Kind of a violent guy, given the moniker, but
Well,
don't-
that's kind of what we need.
Shit. I don't reckon that without your belt you think you can like rip this door off its hinges or anything.
There's a possibility, maybe, I don't know. I was pretty strong before it, but
Gods, you were strong then.
Gorm takes off the belt, he's just fat Robert Baratheon.
Get the breastplate stretch. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Derailing. My apologies. Okay. That was a conversation I wanted to have. So.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to sit and rest because I hurt.
Sure.
Same.
Pain. You want it? It's yours, my friend.
Any other actions being taken over the next hour? No?
Otto will inspect every inch of the cell that he can, examine the door to the best of his ability. That's about it. All he can do. Gathering information.
Your high level of investigation, and with as small as this room is, it takes you next to no time. Unremarkable, strong, efficient, stone and steel, meant to do one thing: keep people in it. Gandalf, can I have you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Of course. 16, because Gorm's stuff is suppressed, so no bonuses from him.
Okay. Very well. With that, we're going to go to break. Don't go anywhere, guys. Much love. We're going to continue back here in the jails in the bowels of Korth. So, don't go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and go on break and drop a follow if you haven't yet. Much love.
Bye.
And hello, everybody. We're back. It's all of us. Same people, mostly at least, that were here just a moment ago. My eye itches. You're welcome for that. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master, and these beautiful people are your heroes and in prison. If you if you weren't here for the
and his best friends.
Oh yeah, and my best friends as well. I can't be friends with felons. You
Have you ever been convicted of fucking anything?
To be fair, we've been felons before.
I want to speak to my lawyer.
We haven't been convicted of shit.
Yeah, innocent until proven guilty.
Those American rules, not Carnathy rules.
Gulag until we prove you guilty.
You guys have been after a combat with one General Tharum, the leader of the White Lions, and several White Lions themselves, and some mages. Tharum threatened Kaushik's life, and in doing so, persuaded the party here to lay down their arms. They did so. Surrendered their weapons, were taken into manacles, and were taken to cells. We now sit here in the darkness with our heroes. They are getting a short rest in. But prison is a waiting game. Tharum said he would still speak on your behalf and try to just make it to where you are simply exiled from Karnath. Other than that, you were locked into these rooms. Ganwyn Gorham, RTM Otto, Kaushik Crowley. So, Shining Vanguard, what are you doing? An hour has passed.
Thank God.
You get a short rest.
I'ma wait.
You're gonna wait. What you waiting for?
That door to open.
Okay. It does not.
I keep waiting.
All right.
Oh boy. Just gonna roll a few hit die here real quick.
Sure.
My HP, they hurt.
Everybody who would like to use hit die and heal up, please go ahead and do so and take your short rest.
I can't magic, can I?
Nope.
No.
You cannot heal.
That's booty butt cheeks. Let's see. Let me roll all my hit die. short rest. I'm gonna roll a whole 14 of my hit die. I'll just roll 10 of them.
9.
Wait, no, I rolled 9 of them. No, I rolled 10. Should I roll 10 or 9? Somebody decide for me.
Oh,
I'll do 10. Always high.
You can roll one at a time, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, roll one at a time, and when you get the
How
max,
about-
you can stop.
How about
I'm
I'll
gonna
go ahead
just
and roll
rub
5
my-
and then go from there.
2.
I'm gonna just, beat my hand against the thing and Song of Rest everyone. Rubbing stone against the rails. That's not magic either, DM.
You'll
It's not magic.
You'll Song of Rest Koshik.
What does that do for me?
Can everyone hear me?
What does the Song of Rest do?
You get a D10.
Mm-hmm.
It might still be a D8. Let me double check. I was just looking back at it.
For what? HP?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
roll that first.
Mm-hmm.
Song of Rest is a D10.
There you go.
Perfect.
Alright, I was able to get fully healed. Barely.
Very nice.
I am. I'm gonna roll one more hit die because I'm 83 out of 88.
Ooh.
Bebop. Perfect. Literally 5. Wonderful. So I am fully healed. Exactly. Lord, have mercy.
My goodness.
Good God. What a day.
It has been. It has been a day.
What a day indeed. And it continues. And continues. Hours and hours go by, and you're not sure how long.
I'm gonna take that long rest, DM.
Sure.
I mean, if it's long rest hours and hours, then I'm gonna take a long rest too.
You get a short rest in first.
Mhm.
Another 6 to 8 hours, maybe, you would guess. Pass. Is there anything that you're going to be doing in that 6 to 8 hours?
getting rid of a level of exhaustion, hopefully.
Can't take too long rest in a day. This is 6 to 8 hours before you get your long rest in.
Yeah.
I went to bed early the night before.
Jesus Christ.
In the
It's still the
afternoon.
middle of the day when we got
Correct.
arrested.
Oh,
I'm talking
Okay.
about 6 to 8 p.m. is where we're getting to at this point, around that time.
I'll continue to work on getting rid of that, that level of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Unless, if I choose to work out, we're going to be in here for a few months, I can get like a free couple of points of strength or something. Sure, I guess I'll start doing that.
Yeah, we'll do that
Iro
prison
it.
workout, bro.
Yeah, we'll Iro this shit real quick.
You gonna start working out?
No, not today.
Okay.
Yeah, as always tomorrow. Call.
Yeah.
Probably after a couple hours, I'm just gonna start kind of circuiting the room and just kind of seeing if there's any kind of like breakages or imperfections to the stonework, if there's anything that's like people have worn away at it before that went unnoticed, anything like that.
Okay. You look around. I'm not trying to rob you of this, but this looks like a cell, like it is
I figure.
very clearly maintained.
Yeah.
This
I
is for
figured.
dangerous people. This is
We're
for
not
people
dangerous.
that need to be contained.
We are neither of those things.
You are both of those things, according to
No.
General Tharum.
Well, he's a little weenie, so.
Tell you got a small weenie.
I didn't say he has a little weenie. I said he is a little weenie.
Yeah. Outside of just doing that and just as a thing to do and to take his mind off of, what a fucking bad scene this is. And I'm assuming nobody is like interacting with us like at all over the course of this time. Like we're getting nothing.
Correct. It is just you and your cellmate.
I got nothing I can try to do at the moment. Because unless we can rip this door off its hinges, which I don't think we could, we're in a pickle.
We're in a pickle.
Pickled brother.
I can remember the way out.
You can't do this to me. Do you know who I am? Getting immersed in a bucket of brine.
Starting to lose his mind already.
That's how you get pickled, man. Pickling us.
I'm gonna engage Kaushik in tic-tac-toe, or whatever the equivalent is, with stone on the wall.
Sure.
I'm
We
gonna
are
cheat my way to
manacled,
victory.
my man. We are manacled. What am
We're
I
using
supposed
our
to do?
manacles to You're using the manacles to scrape the tic-tac-toe.
You are
Yeah, you can
manacled
still-
behind your back.
I rotate my arms
Turn it
out of their
backwards.
sockets, and
It's a very the lines aren't straight, okay? But it gets
Yeah.
the point across.
you can do it
so
backwards.
oh man, so our hands are manacled behind us. That means anything interacting with the door is extra fucking hard because you're having to look over your shoulder and kind of eh.
You can just pull your feet through the back of your hands.
Depends on how they have this manacled.
The wider, the easier.
What if they're like that? They're like, what if they're like forearm manacles and they're
I mean, I
just
suppose if they're like at the elbow, you're shit out of luck. But then, yeah.
I don't know. Could we get our hands in front of us, DM?
Give me a
Yeah.
dexterity check.
Sure.
I'll do it just to rest easier.
Yeah. If anything else, yeah, it's just more comfortable.
I'm checking all my abilities. What can I do?
18.
I swear, I have done something to piss somebody off. 9.
Oh no!
You pissed off Andrew earlier.
Don't you have like a 20 dex?
Yes, I rolled a 4.
Lord.
Artyom, you're able to, after shimmying a little bit, bring it down beneath you, Gandalf. You go to do so, and a large cut you feel that you got in the fight begins to open.
Ew.
Yep. Nope. Not doing that.
Oh, I'm not muted.
Nope. Never mind. I hope. How are we supposed to eat? Or I guess they just don't feed us. That's the thing. Yeah, I guess if that's the situation, all we can do is just kind of rest as easily as possible, considering the discomfort. Keep the pot in the farthest corner of the room from where we are sitting.
What if that pot was actually supposed to be the food pot?
That's unfortunate. My hands are about to be the food
If we're
pot.
manacled behind our back,
Fuck!
we wipe.
Oh, that's a
Well,
good
your hands
point.
are already there too, Wipe. What are you talking about?
This is just a bad situation. This is terrible. This is just gets worse. By
This
the
is the part where Azur comes and saves us, right?
yeah.
Azur and the Cod and
Azur?
all the other NPCs.
And Milo.
Yes, Milo come back like Gandalf the White. He's got white
I'll
dragon
come back
armor
to you
on this
now
time.
at the turn of the.
He's now a level 20 wizard. He casts Meteor Strike on the, or Meteor Swarm on the castle several times over. He has 5 9th level spell slots.
I don't think. Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll get to that when you run the Eberron game from then on.
You know what? Fuck it. 10 9th level spell slots. Why stop at 5?
I appreciate you dreaming big, and this dream that I'm having when I do eventually rest is amusing. Thank you for bringing my spirits up.
Artyom's gonna nap the best he can and wish that he could have some actual dreams with Erish. But instead,
Aw.
he has even worse dreams of a continent 1,000 years ago that he can't be at. Or memories, excuse me.
I think your memories are even further back than that. Your memories take you to a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
Your memories take you to the same place that it always has in the past, and that is thousands of beings just like you converging on a central mass, tentacles and the like. They're not of the ones of Zoriat. Familiar though. Maybe they are similar to Zoriat. You find yourself converging on this central white light with a darkness in it somewhere.
Well, shit.
Somebody's crinkling a little bit.
Crinkle, crinkle.
Someone's trying to get their manacles on the other side of them.
It's my officer said they're like, I'll try that again later once I am no less at a potentially dying angle.
Right.
Wait, I suppose.
You wait, you wait, and you wait. 6 to 8 hours go by. Getting dark. No noises from the outside world. No one coming to the cell doors. Feels like it's been a full day. It's getting about nighttime outside. Is anybody going to continue doing anything? Or try to attempt to do anything? No?
I'm a
Otto-
magic person. I have no magic.
Yeah. Otto will discuss with Artyom.
Sure.
Uncle Artyom, if I were to have access to my equipment and abilities again, what do you think would be more useful? He will explain in technical terms how he works the spell storing item that the dragonfly carries. So, for those purposes.
Oh, a second level spell, or up to a second level spell that you can use 10 times over?
Yeah. And also that it currently is equipped with medical gear and a regenerative serum.
Wait, what kind of things can you put in it then?
Could be destructive, could perform some form of obstruction, or could maintain the healing serum that I currently have equipped.
I'm not really sure. These are all pretty tight corridors. If you wanted to, I guess if you had like a way to pin enemies down or something like that for us to get their gear from them and maybe do a better escape, is probably best.
You are incredibly hard to hear.
Oh, is this any better?
Yes.
I was saying maybe these are pretty tight corridors. If you had something to maybe pin some of the captors down, and then we could dispatch them and get their gear for a better escape.
That is a good idea.
Do the triple or quadruple forward arrow on the little Sims thing in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Right.
I light my toaster on fire. Failing to make toast.
Yo, you got a toaster in
Yeah,
there?
dude, I manifested a toaster.
Damn.
I blame it on having to do it backwards.
Very well. Is there anything anybody would like to do in the next 3 to 5 days?
Oh
Are
shit.
we fed any food?
Not so far.
3
Oh.
to 5 days?
Probably after the first day, I'd work on getting
Yeah.
my hands in front of me.
Yeah, if it goes a full day without us getting any food, then I suppose we would go to... It's time for us to figure out a way to escape because they expect us to just die in here. So,
I'm gonna have to eat Crowley.
After the first day?
yeah, after like a good 24 hours or, I don't know, 30 hours or how... A judgment of time.
You
that
tell
I
me.
have-
You guys finish a long rest.
Yeah.
I will say that with that long rest, sorry, excuse me while I look for the rules because I know it is out here. I just can't find it.
Which rules you looking for, Johns?
The rules on eating
Oh,
and not being fed.
gotcha.
Who eats?
Everybody roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Hey.
Is this for the eating and drinking?
Correct. Otto, you will not have to do it.
It's in the PHB, page 185.
Yeah,
According to
I've
the
read
internet.
it. That's not the one I'm looking for.
Oh, that's not it? Okay.
17 plus 1.
17
21.
period.
22, baby.
11.
11.
That's the first time I've rolled above a 10.
DC
Tonight.
is 10. You guys ate yesterday in the morning, so.
Just coup de grace Kaushik while she's asleep. Start eating.
With what?
Morning
Well-
of the first full day you guys have been in here, so this would mark, like, not quite 24 hours, considering you slept and you guys fought at... So you're at, like, 18 hours or so, you would guess.
Okay.
So you would guess. You're waking up. You have no idea what time it is.
Can
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, can me and Gorm aid each other in trying to get our hands in front of us? Because I feel like if we're gonna be trying to mount any kind of escape effort, that will be
Yeah,
tantamount.
I'll say you can if one of you are successful first, then the other one can aid the other.
Fair enough. I will be trying to get my hands in front of me again at some point.
Give me a second
Yeah.
dexterity check.
Can I jump over my hands?
Fuck it. I don't know why I'm bothering.
Hop it
7.
over.
Can't do it. Just can't fucking do it.
Give me a dexterity check, Crowley.
Will do.
Can I try as well?
Sure. Give me a dexterity check.
14.
14.
Did Otto?
16.
Does Otto have his hands in front of him?
He's not attempted to yet.
I was going to say that Otto would have spent all of his time not sleeping, attempting to work through or wear through the manacles in some way. If he couldn't slip out of them, then try and he's made of metal, so he has something to rub him against to try and eventually rasp it open, and all the time in the world.
Sure. You can either give me a dexterity check or a strength check.
That's the same check, and since he would be Flash of Geniusing himself, it'll be the same result either way. 18.
You do not wear through the metal of the manacles.
He will keep on going. This is going to be a persistence game for him. So
Yeah. I'm gonna keep falling and trying to jump over the manacles through a feat of acrobatics.
With a 16, you do get them in front of you.
I'm just gonna walk over to Kolchak and be like, "Oh yeah, here you go," and then put my hands back behind me. I'm just kidding. See if she notices. I'm sorry. It's levity. My apologies. I'm gonna try and help Kolchak get out of her bindings.
To get out of the manacles?
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I'm gonna see how difficult it would be for me to do anything in particular.
Okay. How are you doing that?
Well, I'm gonna study it for now, and I was like, ooh, I don't have anything here to lockpick with for sure. It's like, how flexible are you, Koshik?
I don't know. Pretty flexible.
I might help her jump up and pull her arms down to help her leap over it. That might be what I do. It's this is the simplest way to do it.
Right.
God, not that flexible.
It's gonna be like those adults teaching kids gymnastics, forcing them into painful positions. Sorry.
Sad but true.
Tasha, give me a dexterity check at advantage.
What kind of manacles do
And
we
I
have?
will inspire her. You can do this.
What does inspiration do?
Plus the D10 still, right? Yeah, am I at a
Wait.
D10?
What check did you say it was,
Yeah.
Jonesy?
D10.
A strength check.
Strength check. Okay, so I rolled a 15 and 17. So 17 plus a d10 is 5. So 17 plus 5, 21.
With that, Crowley holding on to the manacles behind you, you wrenching your arm at the right time. The same time he flicks the cuff down, you dislocate your thumb and snatch your hands outside of your manacles.
Oh, I'm out.
You are out. You have them
Oh.
hanging on to one arm
Fuck,
at
I'm
the
supposed to do.
moment.
I still can't do magic, but
You will have
ouch.
disadvantage on all dex checks for the next 24 hours.
Can I pop my thumb back into place since I'm a medical student?
Make a medicine check.
Okay.
I would like to help her as I also can because I have jack of all trades. So I'll try to hold her thumb stabilized while she does this.
Sure, at advantage.
Okay, perfect. So that first one was a 3. And that's not much better. What is this, a medicine check?
Medicine
I
check.
rolled a 9. I rolled a 9.
Did not.
Plus 5, so 14 total.
14 total. With a 14, I'll say you reduce it to half, so 12 hours.
If you're I thought you said you were proficient with medicine.
She is?
Am I?
If she's proficient, then
thought
she
you
should
were.
have plus 10.
My thing says it's not. My little thing says I'm not proficient.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I said I'm a medical student. I didn't say I was proficient.
She's attended a class or two.
There's a reason a lot of people died with me on the field out there during.
Yeah, you know, in some systems you wouldn't even be allowed to heal anyone.
Koshik lied on the resume, bro.
Yeah.
What
I didn't have,
kind of-
I didn't have to apply. My father was the boss.
Typical.
What kind of manacles are they wearing? What do they look like?
They are still manacles that are like the band kind. I don't know, like there's no
Like a
chain
bar?
in between, but like they have a
Yeah.
hinge in between the two.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh, so the ones that only go like that?
Right.
Yeah,
Not
these
the
ones.
bars ones? Okay.
Correct.
All right. And
They
you
have-
said
they have
that
like
this
a hinge in the middle of them, so there's
Yeah.
some
Not a
exterior
ton
there.
of give.
So you said that there is this shit pot is made out of like tin or some form of metal.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shit. Otto's made out of fucking metal. We can start taking our shit pot and start smashing it down using the manacles, or if there are any corner pieces on the door itself from the inside, until we can make little shards and he can lockpick our asses out this bitch. I assume there's a keyhole.
Keyhole on the inside?
A keyhole on the manacles.
Oh, gotcha. So you would try to smash a piece of metal or a ribbon of metal to put into the manacles and be able to pick them.
Right.
Gotcha.
Over the course of hours.
Sure.
And well, that's what I was gonna say is I know the 18 didn't wear through the manacles.
Correct.
Did it show progress or wear after like 10 hours or however long at the end of the long rest?
Let's see something real quick.
Because we've been in here for what, 16 hours total?
At the moment, yes.
Yeah, so for trying tirelessly working on the chain for that time period. Sans his initial inspection stuff.
I want to read something real quick. Okay. When you take a long rest, you must spend at least 6 hours in an inactive, motionless state rather than sleeping.
So not 10 then, but 16 minus 6 minus 1, so 9 hours.
plus all the other time that you guys spent sort of talking and investigating everything else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the first hour before Artyom went into his nap mode.
Right. So I mean, there is some wear and tear on them. Yeah, I'll say of the hit points that they have, you may have chewed through a bit without an unsuccessful strength save on these. I mean, it's kind of a sink or suck sort of thing, but I'll say you have done some damage to the hit points.
Well, as soon as he gets up from his inert state, right back at it.
Sure. Roll a d4 for me.
Oh, I mean, did the lockpicks work at all?
This is him at first thing in the
Oh,
morning. You were
okay,
probably woken up to the sound of metal scraping on metal, or metal scraping on stone rather.
4.
Gotcha. Okay. You have your manacles in front of you now, and you're going to try to smash this bucket and make like strips of metal, right?
Right. No, well, Otto's made out of metal himself, so I imagine there would be quite a bit of just raw force pounding into this piece of tin to flatten it out against the stone floor. I mean, he's a blacksmith. He knows how that process works. If it takes a long time, it takes a long time, but hard object with a weaker hard object underneath it and a much harder object underneath that.
Right. I guess what I'm getting to is Otto is currently working on his own manacles by rubbing them against the wall. Is Otto going to pause from that process to try to go and make a key out of the bucket? Different process.
What would you like to do?
Well, I was going to say,
You do.
based on his progress and information on the materials so far, and then, analytically, Otto's a lot smarter than I am. Which does he think would have the higher chance of success? Does he think the wearing through it's a lost cause, or does he think that wearing through or creating the bucket could be outside of our scope?
Let's see. You still have the manacles behind you. Artyom, give me a.
Oh, yeah, I can help him get the manacles in front of him.
Sure.
Yeah. I will. I don't know why I'm rolling. I will aid you in your dexterity check.
Yes, roll the dex check for me. A new day, new flash of genius.
Okay.
Is your dex that bad? Did you going to use a flash of genius? I'm gonna start starving.
Nope. Dex is +3, but I don't want to be rolling with just a +3. Thank you for the advantage. Took it from a 5 to a 17 on the dice for a 25.
Easily enough. Slipping up and around you. With a 25, the DC to escape from these is surpassed, and you are able to, as you are bringing them up, your hands fold inwards and your arms slip through the cracks of them.
That's perfect, because that's kind of how I was going to narrate the flash of genius, was like components contorting. So, perfect. Well, that's convenient.
Hey, okay, well, good job. We need to figure out how to get through this door. If we can try and start filing through different things with maybe this piece of tin or something like that, or maybe do something with these manacles.
You're still in your manacles, right?
Right.
I guess, yeah, at that point, if we're not going to be able to get you out, which we'll do one attempt, I guess, at trying to help you contort yourself around.
Sure.
To get out.
Sure.
They give me advantage.
You're going to need to relax your back a little bit, Uncle.
Hey, that's a 1, but the other's a 19 plus 3.
Oh, you meant I thought you were saying there were double ones for a second. I was
no.
like, oh shit. We went and broke both
But
your arms.
The advantage definitely helped. I'm glad we're not in cells by ourselves. Is that
Artyom,
enough?
it is enough.
Hey.
As the manacles are slipped off of you, your thumbs bending so close to the palms of your hand, they snap inwards. You feel them dislocating. You have disadvantage on dexterity checks for the next 24 hours.
All right. Well, that hurt a lot, but I can still help you out.
Excellent. About the helping, not about the pain you are experiencing.
How do these manacles fasten to the wrists? Like, what is the cup locking mechanism?
There is a locking mechanism on like the bottom that looks to be a hinge on the side, or not a hinge, but like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a pillar on the side, just like a small spherical thing on the side that key goes into, but it looks like it clasps on and meets at that location.
Okay,
Words are failing me today.
cool.
Hmm?
So I'm assuming over time we can just smash these things to get like shards or something from them.
Over time, if you'd like to spend your time doing that, absolutely. You just gotta vocalize it and let me know what project you're working on.
Do you think it would be more efficient to get a key of some sort for other manacles, or to try and get some kind of wedge to open the slit?
Well, I mean, there's no, you can't open it from the inside, so having a key on this side would be worthless. The other manacles, once we get through that door, I can smash through manacles, no problem.
So some form of wedge to open the slit, correct?
Yeah, let's get the wedge going.
Yeah, we'll be trying to make some kind of like punch thing. I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, I'm not sure how to describe it. Like a kind of like a climbing python to smash the thing open.
To open up the I'm sorry, to open up the slit.
The slit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Give me a Tinker Tools check. Modified by your strength.
Okay.
Oh, hold things steady for you or something like that to try and help you as best I can.
26 would be higher, but I had to use strength.
Very well. All right, you're going to be spending a few hours on that. What are the rest of our prisoners doing? Ashik is out of her manacles. Crowley has them in front of him, but has not fully escaped quite yet. Gorham is still in manacles and behind his back. Ganowin's still in manacles and behind his back.
I guess I can try to help Crowley get out of his entirely if that's what he wants.
Sure.
Why not? Let's go ahead and give it the old one too.
Yeah.
Dexterity check at advantage.
Let's just double check that again.
Checky.
26.
Oh my god.
I went from a 15 to a 17.
Yep. Same as the first. You're out. Some handcuffs hanging off of one wrist.
Right. I'm sorry, 15 total to a 26. That's what I meant. But yes, thank you.
Gotcha. Disadvantage on dex checks for the next 24 hours.
Even with a 26? So great.
Even with a 26.
Used all your dexterity.
Medicine check.
Go for it.
You want to help me look at this, Kolshik, real quick?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Kolshik.
Because I'm a medical student.
If you're not proficient in medicine, I thought you were.
I thought I was too. I don't know why it says I'm not.
See, I thought you were a medic.
Yeah,
I thought you were proficient in an herbalist kit.
Yeah, I have an herbalism.
She
kit,
was.
yeah.
I also thought she was proficient.
21 DM.
Okay. With a 21, we'll say you reduce that to
21. Can you do something?
next 6 hours.
Nice.
Wait, did I reduce mine?
You did to 12.
Oh shit. Okay, I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Kolshik was about to just rebel entirely. I just watched her, picked up the form, and was like, we can do this better. Through charisma.
Gano and Gorham?
I think over the course of hours, Gorham's just gonna try to his hands are behind his back.
Hmm.
Are they like that? Right.
Yeah. Like this, but
On like a little
behind
hinge.
you. Correct.
Right. Gorham is about as strong as a person can be, unaugmented.
This is true.
So I'm gonna just, I guess, over the course of hours, just try to kind of
Yeah.
shear the fucking handcuffs, just fucking moving it back and forth.
Sure. Make a strength check for me.
Muscular flexing and fucking.
Muscle.
You got this, Gorham. I can't help you because I can't fucking get my legs through
Where
my
are you?
arms.
Gandalf, are you still here?
So that's a 16
16.
on an 11.
1 6.
sitting there struggling with them for a while. You're working away at them, but they're not breaking.
Bruh, this fucking cell is the struggle bus for getting out of handcuffs. We just fucking can't do it.
I will just continue doing that.
Sure.
I'm trying a different strategy. I'm
Mhm.
going over to the door. I'm assuming there's like a little bit of a lip where the slot is.
See if they care about you enough. Where's my other D10? Ah! Use this one. There is. Yes.
There is. Okay, so I'm basically with my hands behind me. I'm just getting it to where the cuffs are pressing into the lip. And I'm gonna try to add that leverage of pulling my arms down with the lip while trying to get my legs through the fucking gap.
Okay. On the door of the.
Right.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Are you so you're trying to like get leverage and like still like move your
to
fingers
like
through and pull
to
your
help
hand
hold
out?
my arms as far down as possible while I get my feet above.
Sure. Give me another check. Dex or strength?
I think I'll take Dex. Hold on, I'm swapping D20s again. every D20 I've rolled tonight so far has
Ian.
done wrong.
No D20 is gonna save you.
No, I don't think so. I think I'm pretty fucked. There we go. No. Change to D20s worked. 21.
21.
Can you do something for me?
Hell yeah.
Very well. I would also like you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh shit, that's not good.
Yours were enchanted.
Actually, acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Okay.
Chelsea said, do
I think I will take acrobatics. 29.
29.
There we go. Jesus Christ, where are my dice? They returned to me.
The slit opens behind you and a hand reaches in for yours, going to grab your wrist.
Hey, whoa, what the fuck?
Come through the door.
I think I'm here already. Do I recognize this voice at all?
Nope.
Okay, awesome. Oh man. Okay, I'll ask this question in a minute once we're out of this current situation. I now feel really shitty. That's fine. So is it still the hand just holding on to mine through the slit?
It doesn't have a good hold onto you at all. It's got like your sleeve you could easily pull away if you wanted to.
Okay. Did I get my feet through? Like, are my hands still stuck behind me?
With the 29, you are out of the handcuffs. You like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I had a 21 on the dex check. The 29 was the acrobatics.
21 is still a success. You will still hurt yourself doing so. Correct.
Break my thummies.
Correct.
Or dislocate my thummies. Okay. So I mean, I'll retract my sleeve, but I will then kind of crouch at the slit.
You are met with like chest height view of someone in like nondescript cloaks and armor.
Who are you?
A friend.
Uh-huh. Okay, friend.
The legitimacy of the book was confirmed. The door slit shuts. The person walks
Back
away.
away. Oh. Cool. Homie came to drop knowledge and left. Okay. Not busting us out. Well, that's good. Okay.
He said it was confirmed. You ain't it, Chief.
That'd be bad.
Uh-oh.
You are not the son.
Oops, all terrorists.
And I guess with my hands free, I'm gonna try to help Gorham out of his.
Okay.
All right, buddy. All right, Gorm. Let's hold on. I finally got out of the mine. Let's see if we can fucking see if we can get you situated.
Dex check or strength check, Gorum. Strength.
With at advantage.
I would like you to tell me how you're helping with Gorum's strength check here.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not a strong guy. I'm also not a very heavy guy either. But I might be heavy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Can have Gorm like squat, start from a squatting position, and I'm gonna stand on the joint of the cuffs just
Okay.
with all my weight. Like, all right.
So like Gorum's gonna do like the lifting like a squat.
Yeah,
while
and I'm
you're
gonna try to do everything in my power to like
on the
add
hinge
that
so it
that
breaks.
counterweight.
So
Yeah.
Give me a strength check at advantage there, Gorum.
Yeet. Okay, that's a 21.
21.
Can you do something?
The magic number.
That is the
21.
magic number.
21.
You shatter. You have Manacle on each side of you now.
You could probably smack the shit out of somebody with those. Just really bang.
And take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you do so.
Ow. Okay. Well, I don't know if you heard that guy. The book was legit. I don't know how that helps us down here. But apparently it was confirmed, so
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
it's not funny. It's not funny at all.
That's funny.
Given the current circumstances, I don't know if it is. Makes it feel a little more justified, but
Gotta laugh to keep from crying.
oh shit. I mean, hopefully that they look like they were armed or armored at least. So hope maybe that means we got some people on the inside who maybe will try to bust us out or something. I don't think. I mean, we should like hinge on that entirely, but now that we got hands free, I guess let's see if we can somehow. He stuck his whole hand through that slot.
He got his hand. He was going for your arm, yeah.
Right. So he got his hand. See if we can get that slot off. Maybe we can figure something out if we can see out like for good.
Alright.
Just really like you ever see that thing where you do your fingers, you just like hit with just your knuckles. See if you can punch the plate out maybe.
Can't do that anymore. You're not a monk.
I'm talking about him. Big, strong.
Big, strong.
We'll cut back to our crafting group who is making a python successfully. Yeah. I would so eventually you make like a for all temperatures for like a spike to go into this to give you a lever. I'll say it'll lower your DC by a little bit, albeit a little bit crude, but you're still trying to forcefully open this slot. So whoever would like to give me a strength check.
I mean,
Make a strength check for me.
I will aid you by making sure that there's like pressure being put on it so that if we get a little bit, I can like slip a sliver of one of the manacles in there. We can try to start widen this thing more and more.
You gotta be like, you're the one like holding the nail, and then he does like a running kick to drive
Yeah.
All
the
right.
Titan into the.
Don't fail
hit
by
my
5 or
fucking
more.
Dislocated fingers, you asshole.
Don't fail by 5 or more.
Sick.
Advantage.
It's just raw strength. I don't think I'm proficient
Yes.
with
All strength.
that, so that'll be 19.
19.
Yeah,
Very well.
Only got +3, and I didn't use a flash of genius on it because I don't want to use them all. So
With a 19, it's
What are you
very
gonna
good.
use them on? You're in a fucking jail cell.
whatever
You know
happens when we get out to the other side, that's what.
The cooking check if they give us any food.
You don't get it all the way open on the first try, but you do hear some metal bend, and you get about that much space to see out into the hallway.
We should avoid attempting again for the moment. It could arouse suspicion if they hear repeated loud noises.
Hey, fuck them. If they hear repeated loud noises, they come and try and stop us. They come and try and stop us. You'll have a bad day.
Unless, of course, they simply shut the slot again and take anything in the cell out.
If they have to come in and take the shit out, then the door is open. And
Very
they
well.
die.
That being said, what is the plan once we do have access through the slot?
Well, I'm thinking maybe if I can get my arm through, maybe I can wild shape my arm. If I can wild shape my arm a little bit, then maybe I can start to wiggle in the rest of my body through.
How big is the slot, DM?
The slot in total, or the hole that you have currently have?
The slot in total.
Okay, you have about maybe 5-6 inches this way, and about 12 to 16 inches this way.
Okay, but yeah, so he could, if we did get it open all the way, he could feasibly get his hand through.
Otto could get his hand through, probably not his whole arm. Artyom might be able to get a little bit more arm out.
That's what I'm saying, Artyom, not
yeah,
necessarily.
Artyom might be able to get up to like his elbow. That right here may be a little bit difficult, but
So, shall we try again?
Yeah, well, you know, if you're not busy.
I will try to find time to fit it into my schedule.
who said you could simulate humor?
Robots got jokes, y'all.
Milo didn't even have that programmed. Are you trying to be stealthy about this at all? Attempting to?
Artyom is 0% being stealthy,
Otto?
but Otto's doing the lion's share of the
I
work.
mean, how would one be stealthy about this? Trying to think.
It would be a check.
Yes.
Trying to break trying to break metal is going to be very difficult to be stealthy about, correct?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
But not impossible.
Sure, we'll give
As
it a shot.
quietly as possible. Sure. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. +21.
Nice.
21's very good.
How
All
am I
right.
getting higher rolls on my +3 rolls than when I had +8?
Give me another strength check.
I'll help you.
Feel.
If
Oh,
anything
you
else,
helped me. Hell yeah. That's lower. So we are gonna flash a genius this one.
Hey, get it flashy.
That will be an 18.
18. Less progress this time, but you still hear the metal whining and just struggling to hang on outside. You get a little bit more space, but not a ton of progress is made.
Was it enough to get an arm through?
Oh, no. Like, you guys had this. You're like, maybe this.
Would you like to try and fit some fingers through to see if you can even accomplish this once we do open it wider?
I mean, my hand is already pretty compact, so
You gonna try to...
Yeah.
Okay.
if I
Scrape
can,
the skin off your hand.
yeah. I mean, I don't need it right now. It's not helping me.
Ugh. It gets infected, you're screwed.
Give me a stealth check.
Ain't nobody coming.
Sure. Yeah. I'm super sneaky. The natural 20 with a +3.
Very nice.
The sneakiest arm that just went through that hole.
Yep.
I don't control the dice.
Where was that natural 20 when we needed it most?
Natural 20 would have been great trying to open it all the way up.
You get your hand out.
You were rolling, not me. I was giving you advantage. Do it.
You get your hand out.
Do I feel any magic out there?
Do you feel any magic out there? Give me just a wisdom check. D20 plus your wisdom.
That is a 14 plus 5, 19.
19. Let me see. Let me see how this works. Or how I'm gonna rule it to work.
You better hope whatever magic you're needing doesn't require. You can only do things that have somatic components. Because
Wild shape doesn't need that shit.
Give me a moment.
we gotta start singing songs from like Les Mis or something.
2, 4, 6,
Les Miserables.
Look down, look down. Gotta start everybody rack your brains for relevant musicals to being.
We get out of this place, we can start singing some fucking French Revolution songs. That's for damn sure. Fuck these guys.
Bro, I need a musical adaptation of fucking Shawshank Redemption. There we go. Give me the Andy Dufresne's "Digging His Way to Freedom" song.
He was the widest. I'm sorry. He was the most Carnathy person I'd ever met.
Oh god, that's the person I'd ever met. Good gravy. Just fireball though. Just fire a fireball randomly. Just pew pew.
That's how they get rid of that one
So
prisoner.
it's interesting in that spells that would protrude into it are suppressed while within the sphere, creating a gap in the wall if the overlap is large enough. However, a targeted effect with you being in the zone has no effect.
I'm not trying to target me. I'm trying to target my arm, and then the rest of me as
you
my
are
body.
your arm.
It's got to start somewhere.
Chop your arm off and we'll start talking about how you and your arm are different.
Can I still control it?
No.
That would be some Zoriat shit right there.
Correct.
DM.
Hmm.
Checking something really quick.
Sure.
Denied. Sit down. No checking things.
If Otto could get his armor hand through, he can create an Eldritch Cannon not on himself but within 5 feet.
Hmm.
Could he generate the Eldritch Cannon in the hallway, and it does force damage, so just gun through the locking
To
mechanism.
gun through the locks?
It operates on verbal commands.
That would be pimping, I believe is the phrase.
Can if we get our arms through? Well, I know I need to look up.
I'm just saying, if you can get Otto's hand through, that's a big metal lever to widen it even more.
What are these manacles made out of? Are they made out of iron?
Steel. Skyforged steel.
Skyforged steel.
Or any of them a piece of iron?
That's Sky steel.
Now say they're made of iron, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Inner battleborn.
Jesus Christ.
So you stick your arm out, RTM, you do not feel your connection with nature reestablished. You think that your arm being out there is not quite enough.
Okay. So no spells for me still?
Not that far.
Okay.
At least not your connection to a wild shape. You may be able to do something else if you were looking to it, but your connection with nature, with a
Plane
wild
shift.
shape, you would need to be plane shift.
Yeah, plane shift.
His forearm leaves his body and goes somewhere.
Oh god! No! That'd be nutty.
So someone got the breathing going on. Brother.
Okay. I'm gonna take off a strip of my shirt and push it through the hole onto the ground and try to use Druidcraft on it to temporarily set it aflame.
You're gonna take off a bit of your shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna throw it out.
Yep.
You're gonna light it on fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if it catches, if like a spark catches on it.
Sure. I'll give you
It
that.
does?
Yeah.
It works?
Sure.
Cool. All right, I use a piece of iron and that flame, and I hang it over the edge, and light it right next to me. And with those material components, I cast heat metal on the door.
It's heat metal on the door.
Yes.
Okay. Very well. You hear footsteps coming down the hall now.
Go.
Okay. Your mic, for some reason, it started picking up your breath very badly
Oh,
for some reason.
wow. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just don't know why it's randomly started happening. You do hear footsteps coming on the wall. So, is that a fire? Walking towards the fire that is now in the middle. You have, using those components, you're starting to try to cast heat metal on the door. It does not work. The door, as you will recall, has the scripting on it.
Okay.
It is part of the zone.
All right.
Did
The magic
You
doesn't
ever-
work on the door.
Did you ever answer about the getting the cannon outside to shoot the lock?
I didn't. You could always try. You hear voices
Ju-
out there right now. So
I was saying with Otto's knowledge, does he think it is likely to work? Since he understands anti-magic and magic a lot better than I do.
you can always try. You are inside of an anti-magic zone right now trying to do magic. It is a possibility that it may work.
Okay. How far away did those footsteps sound?
Give me a perception check.
I'm actually good at these. Hell yeah, nat 20 plus 8.
Very
nice.
nice. About 30 feet away.
Just quickly. Shall I attempt the cannon now to shoot the door, or
Yes,
should I
do
wait
it.
until
All
he
it.
leaves?
Shoot the shit
You'll-
out of it.
Cram as much of his hand through the slot as he can and try and generate the Eldritch cannon
Give me
5 feet outside the door.
Give me a strength check.
I'll fucking hate him. I'll start kicking the shit out of that thing from the side if I fucking have to.
Just fucking
At advantage.
stomp kicking his elbow. To get
Yeah,
the
just fucking kicking.
He's like, "Ugh."
Another 18 plus 3 for total of 21.
Let's go.
21's a magic number.
That would have been an
Yeah,
8 plus
yeah,
3
savior.
if not for your assistance.
Roll a melee attack for me, Kent.
A melee attack?
Yeah.
I think you are
With-
assaulting
with-
me to get that.
with
data.
what?
With your foot.
With dexterity? Can I use that? Can you use
It's a
dex for
strength check.
strength? Shit. 14.
14. Okay.
14. Oh, yeah, if I'm proficient in it, then
Yeah,
plus
everybody-
5, so 19.
Everybody's proficient in unarmed strikes for
Okay.
some reason.
19 then.
19.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. So you kick the python. It opens wide enough for Otto to get his arm up to his elbow outside. You hear some muffled exclamations of surprise from outside. Your turret is cast and is now outside, Otto.
Bonus action, shoot the door lock.
Shoot the door locks. Okay. Roll an attack roll.
Pew, 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 pew.
while you
It
do
uses
that-
my spell modifier, I think. Yes, plus 10. That'll be a 27.
27. Okay. And this is your, what's it called? Eldritch what?
Eldritch Cannon.
Kanon.
Does your arm have to stay out there for you to keep doing that?
I do not know.
Shit.
Does the 27 hit, I'm hoping?
Give me 1 second. Looking up.
Everybody else just hears muffled shenanigans. What's going on out there?
I just hear
Big Gorber
You
over there
guys-
like, why can't we break this fucking thing?
There we go. Okay. Okay, this is the force ballista.
Yes.
Okay. One creature. It's pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon. I am trying to see something real quick. Cannon occupies the space of time that can be held. It's a create cannon. Can't do so. Sorry, guys. This description is long for no reason. There it is.
Yes.
Regardless, can has AC of 18, number of 5 times your artificer level. Immune to poison a psychic. Ultimately, I am trying to see that when you attack, it doesn't seem that it specifies that you need to see it. So I'm trying to see if it's its own entity. It's odd because it has its own AC and its own hit points, but it does not say that you need to see it. So I guess it sees it.
Yeah, it has one little eyeball, a little camera
Yeah,
set on top going.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. And it does not say that it even needs to see anything.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's omniscient. It knows where everything is.
It
as
just
long
says
as it's
make a
within
ranged
range.
spell attack originating from the cannon at one creature or object within range. So,
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, 27 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Pew pew that bitch. Pew pew.
I'd like you to roll initiative for your cannon as well, please.
Oh yeah. 20 points of force damage on that first volley.
Very
Holy
nice.
shit. Okay.
16 for that initiative.
It's about to be some interesting shit going on when that door comes down.
I rolled for initiative as well, but I rolled a natural 1, so a total of 4.
Sure.
How many times can you do your force cannon?
As many times as I have spell slots. Plus 1. I get 1 for free and then 1 spell slot for each other.
Fucking just Ian cackles.
Yo. That's a lot of cannons. Too bad you can't have 2 out at the same time.
Okay.
I'll ask
How many hit points? Sorry. Or how much damage on that?
20 force points. Or 20 points of force damage.
Okay. I was about to give you a description, but it doesn't matter because you can't see out there, Otto. You hear a hefty fucking hit on the door itself, though.
Hey, make the next one hit the slap so I can get my arm through too.
Do you though? It's a spell attack.
Pew.
It's a spell attack.
It's a spell attack because it's guided by the expertise of the artillerist.
How good he is at his job, determines like the targeting computer. How good
Yeah.
the targeting computer is.
It's so that you aren't gimping an artillerist by going, you have to have a really high dex to use your core feature
Yeah.
and a high intelligence.
For sure.
Yes, he's true. How good
Yeah,
of a
multi-stat
programmer he is.
dependent, bitch.
Any active spell or other magical effect on a creature or an object in the sphere is suppressed. Spells and other magical effects, except those created by an artifact or a deity, are suppressed in the field and can't protrude into it. I'm sorry, guys. This is just a weird magical interaction that I just wasn't sure of. But for the sake of time, I will let the dice decide as they have in the past. Auto, high or low? High, or whatever you decide. One will affect the door, the other it will not.
Always high.
Always high.
Let's go.
I mean, I won't tell you. I'll show you. That's a 55.
Oh,
Hey.
barely.
Hey.
Fuck that door up.
On the door itself. What was your initiative for your ballista?
16.
16. All right. What's it doing for its second turn?
still trying to get that door open.
Okay. Top. At the lock.
Yeah, since the way you described it, that's the only thing holding the door.
Artyom asked you to shoot the next one at the slit so he could get his arm through too, and we could both do shit.
This is
Yeah,
what
so-
I thought it was determined his arm doesn't have to be through for the ballista to fire.
He
No,
said he
but-
didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
wouldn't he be able to tell?
No. Artyom is saying to, instead of shooting the lock, shoot a
Right.
bigger
Yeah,
hole.
I
so
know.
Artyom
I'm
can
asking,
stuff.
wouldn't Otto be able to tell whether he'd be able to still be able to command his bot or not?
Yeah, because I still have my arm through the slot.
Okay. Never mind. Okay.
What you doing,
DM,
Milo? Yeah, or Otto.
Before I pick the target, because it will be one of the two,
Mhm.
is there like visible damage to the like on our side from that shot? Did it sound crunchy?
Not
Does the door
from,
seem loose?
No, not from y'all's side. You don't get loose. Not yet. I will say you shot the lock with the first shot. You heard a pretty heavy impact, but you don't see active damage on your side of the door.
What do you intend to do if you have your arm through, Artyom?
I'm going to conjure a shit ton of animals to keep those guards busy while you get us out.
Move out of the way and shoot the slot.
Okay.
No, you can't leave there. You have to keep your arm in there when it shoots. Because you might
Move arm to the side and shoot the slot.
Don't
Please
roll
You
don't
too,
don't
uh,
need arms.
25.
Oh shit.
25 roll damage.
Only got 1d8. I'm sorry this takes a while.
The rest of you hear the commotion at the end of the hall by this point.
14 more points of force damage. This one
Shit.
on the slot area.
Yeah, I will say you guys have actually worked this down enough that it shatters through. Very well.
Like the whole door, or just where the slot is?
No, the slot.
Oh.
The slot.
I was like, ah, damn, okay. Let's party.
Right.
You hit it with the fucking shatter point. You found that its weak spot was right there. Just
See, that's what I should have spent my extra time doing, is finding the shatter
ting,
point.
ting, ting. Ting, ting, ting.
You will hear, what the hell is that? And some attacks will be made on your cannon outside.
Oh shit.
It's a 10 on the first one. Does a 16 hit? I don't think it does. I think I read it was AC 18.
Smack it. Clang, clang, clang.
Pretty much.
It would probably help if I would look at Otto's instead of Milo's character.
Oh no.
Estimate.
Yeah, AC of 18.
Okay.
Nice.
That's what I
Clang,
thought.
clang.
So, of those attacks, there will be 2 hits.
Oh shit.
And calls for help.
And we can hear this through the doors. Uh oh.
Yes, you
Gordon,
can.
I think we need to be able to do something, man.
If you plan on doing something or acting in any sort of way, roll initiative after RTM goes with a natural 1. Your turret is going to take 16 points of damage.
Not even bloodied. Let's rock.
Hell yeah, go!
Whoa!
Let's
It
go!
has 60 hit points, man.
It has 60 HP. Holy shit!
5 times my artificer level. of
Let's
hit points.
go.
You said 16 points?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
You'll hear, help! Something is happening down here! There has been a weapon involved! Something, just various shouting in Karnathi for help.
When he hears them say that there's some kind of weapon involved, Otto just says, probably not loud enough for anyone but him and Artyom to hear, you don't even know.
Oh shit! I am the weapon.
Man, got no clue.
Artyom, what does that bring your total to? Or
My-
initiative?
4.
4. All right. Artyom, go ahead. And this will be the end of the surprise round. or surprise round for the rest of your party here and anybody else that might get involved.
Got my arm through there. I'm looking out in the hallway. Only verbal and somatic components. I'm a fucking go, "Ugh, I hate these things, but they're good in the tight space." And I will summon 4 giant spiders.
4
and
giant.
command them to web up the guards. Don't let them get help.
A lot going on.
Alex out here like, damn, bro, didn't know I was gonna need Tailspire for the jail
Just for the
cell area."
prison break.
If they
Or
are
for getting
kill
out of
them.
the cell.
We're fine. Okay. You've told them they're gonna web up the guards. That's their command.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if they run, get them.
Gotcha.
Oh shit.
Go ahead and roll those attacks.
Oh, how many? I got 4 of them out there. I don't know how many guards are. There's 2 guards.
Currently, well, your spiders know, and they're just roll me 4 attacks. And I'll decide which ones they go on to.
Well, if there are guards out there, they're going to try and web them first. So.
Yep. So web them
Okay.
up.
The first one's a 19.
Okay. Hits.
The second. Oh, the second one is a 23.
Is that 19? Is that a what kind of attack is that?
It is a ranged weapon attack.
Okay. All right. Never mind. That hits.
Okay. The next one is a dirty 20. These
Okay.
guys get +5 to hit for this thing.
Hits.
Holy shit.
Was that 3?
That was
18,
3.
19, and 20? Okay. And then the last one is only a 17.
That will still hit.
Holy shit. These guys are right here like, ah!
So, how many was it?
That was 4 hits. Will tell me the effects.
A target is restrained by webbing. As an action, the restrained target can make a DC 12 strength check of bursting the weapon. On its success, the weapon can also be attacked and destroyed. AC 10, 5 HP, vulnerability to fire, immunity to bludgeoning, poison, and psychic damage.
Okay. No damage on them?
No.
All right. So they are restrained and covered in web at the moment. You just hear, "Oh God, spiders!" as well.
Was it just 2?
That's what you hear right now.
Okay. And I'll try to get on the other side of them and block their escape if you can. It's trying to. I don't know. I'm
Don't
just
let
giving
them kill the cannon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That as well.
Any RTM's turn. Everybody else roll into initiative if you're if you're going to be doing anything.
I can only try, and by I can only try, I mean if Gorham can get that plate open, I can maybe do something.
Use your
13,
beard.
brother.
I just want to keep rapping along the bars so they have music to beat each other's asses to. Ring, ring, ring.
No bars, unfortunately.
You out there Blue Man
Just
Group,
start-
beating on the walls and stuff.
Exactly.
Or Stomp. That would be Stomp, not Blue Man Group.
I'll take
That's
either
good.
or, honestly. I'm gonna turn Koshik into an instrument.
Like the thing, like the chickens he squeeze and they go,
Hey.
he
Hey, yo.
squeeze and go,
Is anybody else doing anything?
I tried to aid Gorham in like if Gorham is wanting to do
Yes,
this, of course,
I am.
we're trying to bust this fucking slot open.
You know, break the slot open.
Bust the
Okay.
slot.
Yeah, we're trying to bust the slot.
What's the initiative?
13.
You said 18 for Gandolin?
Yep.
13 for Gorham.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Caution and Crowley, anything?
I can't do shit.
Same. I'm just holding the beat.
Okay. Very well. It's going to bring us to the top of the initiative. You will hear other people approaching at this point, other white lions or mages. You're not exactly sure. That is going to bring us to Ganowin's turn, though, at the top of the initiative. What are you doing?
I'm fucking hell. Oh god, I'm not sure exactly what our plan is. I'm gonna what I would like to do is I'm going to try to aid Gorham with his action to bust the fucking slot.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a slightly less good version of, or like a less well thought out version of what Artyom and Otto did. It's a pot, right? We're gonna take the pot and we're gonna put the lip of the pot. I'm gonna hold the lip of the pot against the slot so that he could like fucking stomp kick the lip into it to try to like
Just try to knock
break
it
the
out.
slot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when it comes to Gorham's turn, he'll have advantage on that strength check to try to open it up. Otto, your turn once more.
This one moving back to shooting the locking/opening mechanism to try and get this door open.
Okay.
That'll be a 22.
Hits.
We get lower here each round. I don't like that.
I mean, it is a door, so I mean, it's not...
16 points of force damage this time.
You will hear the snapping and breaking of metal outside.
Object interaction test push.
You go to push something, but nothing slides.
Slides. Oh, like the door doesn't move at all?
The door does not slide.
It's not rattling, it doesn't seem loose or anything like that?
Doesn't move at all.
Alright, staying low and still trying to, I guess, blow through the entire opening mechanism.
Okay.
Can we tell any damage on this side?
Not yet.
Alright. I'm so sorry. Let me check one last thing.
With as much as I've made y'all wait while I read things, I am not mad if you take time to read stuff. I am mad about what's going on in chat right now, though. You fucking weirdos.
I was talking about.
Oh, you don't? You want to read our Skype chat
we're being
us?
completely sane.
No, I do not.
We don't have a
going to
Skype
read
chat.
the Skype chat, Ian.
The what?
Chat, you're being gaslit. There's no Skype
Yeah,
chat.
there's no chat.
I
The
can
guards
bring it
are
up
getting
live.
assaulted and they
I think that's against TOS. I would.
I'll put Skype chat on screen.
That would be brave. That would be brave.
You say brave. That's
It'd
not
be
me
funny.
saying. It's not
We
me
might
saying
get get like banned or something, but it'd be hilarious.
When the Great Stone Dragon turns up, y'all just know what's up.
I think no. No. Doesn't Musical Jinx have access to this Skype call still? So she could technically, if she pulled up Skype on her computer, she can see the chat
Oh, that is true. She has been a part of this.
from when she's guest.
Delete it. Delete it.
Delete it. We're just gonna see her load in here in a second.
Burn the logs. Get rid of the.
she's just
Clear
gonna
it
say how
out.
disappointed she is in her children.
Clear the browsing data. Clear the internet history.
What
Get
you
it
got,
out
Cody?
of here.
So I am going to rapidly using I don't know, this is narrative, not mechanical. Rapidly using like some small emergency micro tools, make some very rapid adjustments to the spike they had been using as a python. And then he is going to thrust it through, dropping it and animating it, casting tiny objects, or tiny servant.
You're gonna throw you're throwing the python out there and you're casting animate objects on it outside of here.
Tiny servant, not animate objects.
Oh, I'm sorry, tiny servant.
And we'll have it go towards the guards and attack / cause chaos.
Okay, you can give it. Does
So
it
it
act on your
is now
turn?
like a little clockwork arms and legs or something on it now.
Press roll it. Didn't we determine they looked like little droidicas?
Those are the ones I have
Yeah.
prepared. So this is like a quick change I had on.
So
But yeah, so that'll be my action.
Okay.
It will take its action as a 30-foot movement and climb speed.
Mhm.
It only has a strength of 4, so I can't have it go open doors or anything. But I will have it just go cause chaos, attack things, whatever you can.
Untie their shoelaces.
Yeah, sure. Grapple check. I don't care. Fuck shit up. That'll be my turn.
Okay. It takes its action on your turn, correct?
Yes, wind cast. Yeah.
Okay. You're just telling it to attack whatever's out there.
Yeah.
Make an attack roll
But
at advantage.
attack guards, like
Right.
not the spiders, obviously.
Right. Attack guards.
said at advantage?
If either of your hands are removed from here, you will lose concentration on everything that is out there. There are 2 forearms sticking out in the middle of the hallway, controlling like a fucking chaos of spiders, turrets, and a weaponized iron praying mantis. What are the attack rolls?
So you said it was at advantage?
Yeah, they're restrained.
Okay, it only gets 1 attack roll.
Mhm. At advantage.
I believe.
What was that?
No.
Look who's in the chat.
No.
Chaos. No good old. She's gonna see the stalagmite.
So I dropped a nat 1 for a nat 20.
Hey.
Very nice.
I mean, not that they have big Oh, actually, I'm so sorry. Give me just 1 second.
Okay.
It does not do that. It takes my bonus action to give it an instruction.
Okay, so you are currently in the predicament of bonus action for the spike or bonus action for the turret.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I mean, we may still need it, so I'm going to still keep it there. And
Right.
for context, it will defend itself if attacked.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
Hell
but,
yeah.
but it also has blind sight 60 feet, so I guess it'll be just a little lookout thing there for the moment. But yeah, that'll be my turn. That's all I could do anyway.
Gotcha. All right. That is going to bring us to their turn. They're restrained right now. They have spiders coming at them. The turret is going to be shooting at them soon, or at least that's their assumption. They need to stop it from shooting. I need to roll something else, though. Okay. Next round. Wait, they don't have disadvantage to get out of the web. Right? It's just the strength check?
They are restrained. I don't know what that does for, but they have to use their action to break out anyway.
To break out, right.
Right.
It may be more fortuitous since the spiders are on them for them to make attacks and they can slice at the weapons as well. So they'll have disadvantage. What's the AC for the web? Pretty good.
AC is 10. Hit
points is what?
5.
5. Okay. They can fuck this up. He doesn't. First guard is no longer restrained. Two more attacks coming at one of the spiders. We'll call it Spider 1. It's a natural 20 on the first one.
Oh.
And a dirty 20 on the second one.
Both hit.
Okay. Your spider will take 7 and
Scratch paper.
5. 12 points of damage from that guy. The
Spider
other
1 takes 12.
Spider 1 takes 12.
Okay.
I was tracking it for you, but if you would track it out, that would be helpful too. Thank you. Second guy, What's the AC of it?
14.
Of the web, I'm sorry.
Oh, 10.
10. Okay. He'll still hit with disadvantage. He'll do max damage to the web, 1 attack to break the web. He'll go up to Spider 2. 2 attacks coming its way. I didn't declare which ones first. I'll rule in your favor there. So miss with the sword. The dagger comes through and does hit for 6 points of piercing.
Okay.
Ending their turn there. That is going to bring us to Gorham. Gorham, Ganduin's holding the shit pot up against the wall, freshly used from you the night before. You are ready to try to kick this thing down. Let me get a strength check at advantage.
You got it, Chief.
Click clack. Destiny.
Clickety clack. Let the sack.
Before you roll that
Swing
strength
back.
check, actually, give me an attack roll. I want, because part of this is going to be about precision. Otherwise, Ganduin's wrist might break here.
Wait a minute, hold on. That wasn't the deal.
Too late, brother.
That was a part of the deal. The deal
You signed up to work in the mines. You stand in front of the pickaxe. What am I adding?
Attack roll.
Your
so it should be
regular
strength
attack
plus
roll.
your-
Yeah.
Plus attack roll.
Strength plus proficiency.
I accidentally closed Gorham.
Should be plus 10.
Quorum is dead.
So 23.
All right.
Thank God,
Nice
my
precision
wrist
kick.
intact.
Bam. Go ahead and make that strength check for me.
Give him that kung fu kick. Oh, okay. That is a 19.
19 total. All right. DC to break these is 20. I will say you heavily damage it. You have a little bit of space that you can see out in the hallway, but it's kind of like hanging out of the slot at the moment. I'm gonna give perception, just a little quick perception from the guys who are being attacked at disadvantage. It's a 4 and a 4. It doesn't seem to be noticed, and nothing is called out about it at the moment, but it is like slightly hanging open. I say slightly. It is kind of most of the way hanging open, but it's still hanging on at the moment. One of you might be able to stick your hand out if you wanted to.
Noted.
Okay. Gorm, anything else for your turn?
No. That wasn't technically an attack, right? Or
It was an action. Yeah. If that's what you're looking for. You trying to do
We'll
it
have
again?
To, we'll have to try again.
yeah. If I can do it again, I will.
Do it again. Roll it up.
Hell yeah. Please don't break my wrist. I need that.
Another attack
I don't
roll.
give a fuck about your wrist.
I do.
You can get your royal wrist fixer to fix it.
I don't have one of those.
Royal
Yeah.
wrist.
That's the magic number, 21.
21.
Ah!
Can you do something for me?
Okay. They're attempting to break out. Help! We need all hands. You hear from out in the hall.
16 plus 5, so another 21.
Another 21. All right. Can I get perception checks from the 4 of you that have the slit open at the moment?
Perception checks.
Yes.
Me and Crowley.
Holy
that
shit!
was just vibes.
That is
We
like.
see
What did you see? Can you see now?
eyes are open with a dirty 20.
Somebody had to do it.
A dirty 20.
20,
Okay.
24.
24. Very nice. Otto? Ganwin?
26.
Hey.
Another natural 1.
Oh
Grade 14.
no!
Interesting. Okay.
Really focused on my wrists. Like,
Like the wrist.
Ganwin's got some conflicting things going on up in his head right now.
Got a little poop on his hand.
A little bit.
ugh.
That too.
While you're having your epiphany of being able to notice something, you're just kind of like wiping on your pant leg.
There was already some there, brother. It's all good.
Okay,
Maybe
Otto,
you
what
wiped with-
was your perception check? What was Otto's perception check?
Oh,
26.
26. I'm sorry.
26. Okay, so 26. Artyom and Otto, you hear sort of a resonating voice, calm, cool, and collected in a matter of panicked, like squabbling white lions that are being assaulted by spiders and fucking nails, animated nails, for all intents and purposes. Sort of a deep resonating voice. Gorham with a dirty 20, and there's, you can't see or hear much, but if there's one thing it's stone, and you feel the presence of someone walking towards stone near you. That's what I'm going with, since you never roll well on perception checks. You feel it in the stones that a presence is coming.
He feels it in his stones.
Yeah. Through the rock and stone.
Oh, thank you.
Reverberations.
Rocking stone to the bone.
Stone sense. I don't like that.
And you'll just hear, "Stop squabbling, you fools." I would like your cannon, your spiders, and the animated nail to please all make dexterity saving throws.
All right.
The bucket those cards got.
I would also like Otto and Artyom to also make dexterity saving throws.
All right. Okay, let me see what these are.
There's a lot going on.
They're +3. I don't think these spiders are going to have a good day. Oh,
Goodbye.
God. And then for me, needs to go do a lot better. He does a lot better. Okay.
He's a kid.
18.
18 as well.
Oh, I forgot to roll for the tiny servant. 1 sec. 17.
17 for the tiny servant. What was your cannon?
18 for the cannon.
Okay, 18 for the cannon. For your force fighters.
Highest was a 14.
Okay, and yours?
18.
18 for you as well. Okay. I'll say it like this. You have a choice to make. Keep your hand out in the hallway.
Out in the hallway.
Out in the hallway?
Yeah.
Very well. Otto, same thing?
Yeah.
Out in the hallway. Very well.
What color do you want your metal arm to be, Artyom?
I don't know. I got another one to stick through there, though. We only got one shot at this.
You will all take 55 points of fire damage as the entire hallway fills with fire. Scorching off Artyom, keeping your arm out there. I'm going to say make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right.
55?
55. Otto, I would like you to do the same.
Was that I guess that's a fail then? I would hope.
Holy shit!
Was that supposed to roll a dexterity saving throw as well?
Yes.
Oh, I did not roll one.
Okay.
Oh.
You gave me. Oh, that's right. You only gave me the 2 for your cannon and
Yeah.
your.
Cannon the servant.
Like, if I have the potential to have that, I would like to, please.
Right, y'all both gonna pull back in enough.
That was the question of, are you pulling your arm back to try to avoid the blast?
Yep.
Which both of you said you were keeping your arm out there.
What is my dex is also +3, so that will be another 18.
18. 55 points of fire damage to you as well. To your cannon, to the spiders, to the python, everything out there. 55 points of damage. You have slow steps on stone up to the door. Are you maintaining concentration on anything outside of here and keeping your arms out?
No, but are we out of initiative?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. I mean, if a guy's gonna come up to the door, he just fucking nearly burnt my arm off him.
Should we
I mean,
talk?
do I see anything?
Are you? Do you still have your arm out?
I'm looking like this, trying to see if I see something come up in slapping range
So the
before I
answer
pull
is
it up.
yes. You still have your arm out. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
I may ask for a gimme because it was a mechanic that I forgot about that I have access to that I think applies. Oh, actually, I can choose it because it says even if you fail a saving throw. I can choose it afterwards. I don't have to do it before. Arcane Deflection, the war wizard feature, would a 22 have succeeded?
Let's see real quick.
I'll read it out to you if you
No.
want. When you are hit by an attack or you fail a saving throw, you can use your reaction to gain +2 to your AC or +4 bonus to that saving throw. When you use this feature, you can't cast spells other than cantrips until the end of your next turn.
I'm gonna read it anyways because I got a real hard time listening and understanding. I need to read
That's fine.
things
Yeah,
multiple times
for sure.
sometimes.
Totally.
So this is under War Magic Wizard, correct? Arcane
Yes.
Selection. All right.
Should be, yeah.
Did I get bardic inspiration from Crowley's knocking on the door?
No, you did not.
Damn it! I could have used the
Yeah,
could
can
have
you
used
hear
the
me?
D10
No?
right there.
No?
I can hear this guy's footsteps, but not them sick beats.
Oh boy. What do you think the odds are that this is a friendly guy, considering he just fired like flamethrower at all these
I've ruled
people?
that you can use your spells with your forearms out here, probably against my better judgment, but I will say that you are allowed to do that, and a 22 will just succeed. So you will instead take 20
7 or 8, one of the two.
7 points of 27 points of damage.
22, Jesus.
Correct. Walking up in you looking through the slit there, RTM, trying to get an eye on what might be going on out there. The hallway fills with fire. Ganowin and Gorham, you knock out that slit the rest of the way, and then all of a sudden it is like an exhaust port into your room. No, it's not, because you guys are the first room. You guys would have just seen and heard probably down and to the left. Yeah, down to what's going on. If you're looking out, all you can see is robes at the moment of black and white, sort of swishing as someone walks up to this door. RTM, your skin fused to the metal door. As this person walks up, a gloved hand grabs one of your pinkies, wiggles it a little bit, and that's where we're gonna end the night session.
Yo, what?
The fuck?
Hey.
All right.
Wiggle.
Oh no.
Didn't you say he said something the first time before Cody jumped in with the arcane
sorry.
deflection?
He's talking about stop squabbling, you fools.
Oh, I thought he addressed the people in the cell.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
If I did, I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
I'm
I
only
forgot.
human after all. All right, thank you guys for joining us. So we appreciate you. Forgot we were streaming there for a second. We are Hard Knock Dice. We stream every Wednesday and Saturday. On Wednesdays, we do Blood and Silver, DM'd by our wonderful Otto/Cody. Go check us out. We have a bunch of wonderful people on there, and we do that at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Saturdays, we do this across Eberron, where we go to prison. So come check us out. We stream at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you enjoyed your time. If you would, please, thank you, Brittany, for that exclamation mark charity in the chat. You can go check out our charity. We're raising money for Extra Life. Please go help out a kid, be a hero IRL, and do the lawful good thing. Help some people out. There's nothing wrong with saving children and being the hero. We are going to raid some friends. Let's raid our good friends. Let's do Dice Legends again.
I believe this is a rerun for Dice Legends.
Is it then? Okay, wonderful. I think it's a rerun for a lot of people. So let's see what might be going on here as I look something up. Let's find some new friends out there. New friends are always fun. And
Except when they betray you and throw you in jail.
48
Wow.
hours.
He was never really a friend.
We thought he
Let's
was.
be honest.
Could have been.
He wasn't
Could
a
have been.
friend. He was a friendly. There was a difference.
Nah, he could have been a friend.
So could have Vedril. So could have fucking the tentacle from Zoriat. Anybody
Man,
can
this
be
would
a
be a
friend.
different fucking campaign if we were friends with you.
All those guys were my friends. I don't know what you're talking about.
My cat
let's
tried
see.
to break
All right,
the
let's
dice box.
grade
It's
some
very mean of them.
these guys. 6 Sides of Gaming. We'll go ahead and start that right up. Drop a follow if you haven't yet. Go sub to the YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. We're on all of those places. We're not on Facebook like some of these people
Yes,
are
we
about
are.
to try to
Facebook.
convince you.
Facebook.
We are not on any of those, but we're gonna raid these
WhatsApp.
wonderful people. Go support people in the TTRPG community because we do wonderful things with our imagination and we have fun and roleplay. So go do that. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.
I
Check
imagine
us
that
out on
we're on
Farmer
Facebook.
That was just a blur of nothingness. Whatever y'all just did. Y'all
I
just
said
shouted.
bye.
I'm down.
I said farmers